What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here with, I believe, part 5 of the Dark Souls 3 playthrough. Yesterday, the reason why I'm not entirely sure what part it is, because yesterday I did a little bit of a bonus stream because we made a very huge milestone in my journey of being a full-time content creator, and we were able to reach affiliate. So I was super excited, and I wanted to feature it on stream on the very day that I actually got the email and received, the affiliate status. So really excited about that. But anyways, today we're going to finish up exploring the Crucifixion Woods and then jump into the Cathedral of the Deep. So my goal will be to clear those areas today so that we can do Fair and Keep either later on tonight or tomorrow. Now again, we don't have a bunch of time to stream this game, so I would like to go ahead and try and jam in as many sessions as possible around by the 10th, or maybe even all the way through maybe the 11th to 12th possibly. That would give us just a handful of days to beat Horizon Zero Dawn and then jump into the sequel on the 18th. So my goal is to make that happen for you guys. Anyway, so there's a few things we need to do. I'm not going to draw out my true strength just yet. That would require me to die a few times, and because we popped an ember, I would like to keep that for as long as possible. Again, we do have the auto HUD on, so it's such a nice feature because unless you're just using skills or if you're blocking, getting ready to fight, then you don't have to see your HUD, which is really nice. So we've already communicated with just about everybody. We got Lucatiel's mask last stream as well. Essentially what we're going to be doing today is jumping into the Road of Sacrifices area again, specifically the Crucifixion Woods. Now I am trying to find the best save point here. Let me see. I think there are tons of bonfires everywhere too. Probably just going to start at this one. I'm not even sure which bonfire this is, to be honest. Got Fair and Keep, which I am familiar with. Crystal Sage, which we defeated last stream. The Crucifixion Woods, that's near, we'll go ahead and go to this spot. This is actually near Holly Hodrick, or whatever his name is. The Mound Maker Covenant leader. He had a purple sign down there, and I actually summoned him thinking he'd be willing to aid me, but instead he attacked me like a red invader. Almost like if you would have placed down a red signed soapstone. So this dude's nuts. But what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can go ahead and defeat him. If we can, then we'll circle back and see if we can make it back to the, I guess, that structure that should be nearby. And then once we get inside again, there you go, what we'll do is we will be trying to locate Orbeck of Vinheim. He's an NPC that we missed last time. Okay, so now if I could only get my bearings, that would be just wonderful. Okay, we got these dudes. We're going to go ahead and stab them. Another stab attack. It should be over here, I think. I did die a pretty gruesome death. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Let's get a backstab for our troubles. There you go. Very nice. Now, I thought his summon sign was around here somewhere. It could very well be that because I missed the opportunity the first time, he's probably not going to come back. Maybe there's some sort of special requirements there, so I don't see his summon sign, unfortunately. But that's fine. We're going to go ahead and head back instead. See if we can make it across without pulling the aggro of that silly crab. That thing is always trying to kill us. He can see us already. His aggro range is crazy. He's looking right at us. That's creepy. Alright, let's go say hi to this guy. Seriously, that's not fun. We're going to flask up and jump back in. We're going to use 2 flasks, actually. It really throws me off when he goes downstairs for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. Their little plunging attack to finish this guy off. He is pretty annoying. Now we can take all the time we need to destroy this melee fighter here. And he's flasking, so he's pretty much going to be dead here if we can get a nice strike off of him. There you go. Alright, now all we need to do is go back to the area where the crystal lizard's at. So I think you're going to have to drop down here. The crystal lizard. It was here, actually, previously, but its body has despawned. Now that area right behind this guy actually is the area that I missed. I didn't drop down here. Oh, I messed up. Almost got a grab attack on me there. That's no good. Completely messed that up. See if he can follow us. Yep, he wants to follow us. He's got some pretty good aggro range too. Pretty scary. He's still pursuing us, so we're going to keep moving. This dude is angry. Alright, now we can kill him if he really wants to fight so bad. We'll kill him. 4 hits for him. He's a pretty tough enemy. Unfortunately, we have used tons of flasks unnecessarily, but that's fine. It happens. Okay, maybe that's not the pathway. Should be over here then. Gotta keep searching because I don't quite recall exactly where he's at. Should be pretty straightforward, but for some reason I keep missing it. Also, we need to grab this item that I completely forgot about. Okay, so we got this path over here. That is it. Okay, nice. There you go. That's what we need to do. Just jump right down and then around the corner. Now we can see this staircase here. And this is where we're going to encounter that NPC that we completely bypassed last time. Because we're moving by so fast.
Well, this is unexpected. I don't often have visitors. What do you... This is my study that you've happened upon.
Yes.
If you haven't any business, I've reading to get back to.
Got big shoes, sir. Has to learn sorceries.
Very well. Indeed, I am a sorcerer, with plenty to share. However, what champion demands service without recompense? Clearly, you're not that sort of man. So you will make me a promise that in exchange for my teaching, you will bring me knowledge in the form of scrolls detailing sorcery's secrets. Well?
Make a promise.
Very well. You're no fool. I take it you understand the weight of a promise. I am Orbeck, unkindled one. I shall teach you sorceries. We will learn together. It shall be like our very own school.
Alright, very nice. So I'm sure he's going to return to Firelink Shrine. Another thing is, so sorcerers like to have, I guess, scrolls. The pyromancers need tomes, and so do the the clerics that use miracles and things like that. So each of the NPCs require an item so they can expand their inventory to teach you things. So Orbeck is seemingly no exception to that rule. He requires scrolls so that he can teach us new sorceries so we can learn them together. So that's kind of cool. He seems like a jerk though, but it's fine. Most sorcerers are jerks. Let's go see what's down here now that we're above. And we got a blue bug pellet. Actually, 2 of them. Now, I had some notes in my my phone, not my phone, my iPad here. And it shows that I needed to find this NPC, get stabbed in the back by this random guy. Just kidding. And I also need to get invaded by this, it's invader that's near the giant crab. So let's actually head back there before we proceed any further. We are going to go to the Crystal Sage save point, and then we're going to go right back to the very beginning, the first save point, which is, I believe, This is the road of sacrifices. We should, I don't know why. Okay, it's just loading in. I'm not sure why this game does that. I don't think I've seen that too often. Maybe in Dark Souls 1, but in Dark Souls 3 we have the same issue where sometimes... Oh, we got invaded, that's why. Lovely. So there's an invader around here. Pretty much, let's go find him, because very likely we can die here. This is a human invader, so we gotta be careful. But you know what? They should actually come to us, because if we start going out there, there's gonna be a potential for us to get ambushed by enemies and the invader, so that's no fun. We'll see how trolly this guy is, though. I don't hear anybody, but I know they're around, so let's just stay on guard here. I hear armor. It's not mine. Now I'm curious. There he is. Alright, let's see if we can fight this dude. Nice great sword user. He's got some pretty decent poise. We're gonna use a lunge attack. Okay, we missed. I misgauged where the door was. That happens. There you go. Now we can spam light attack here like crazy. Gotta love it. We don't have any more Estus, unfortunately. And now that weapon skill really did mess us up, unfortunately. Ooh, he got me even though I was behind him. It was just one of those weird hit detection things. It could have been lagged too, I'm not entirely sure. But he still clipped me even though I was jumping behind him. It happens. So that was our first human invader. We got completely destroyed by him. He healed and so did we, so it was one of those things where invaders nowadays, it's pretty much guaranteed that they're going to be healing too. So let's see. I wanted to, unfortunately I wasted an ember by doing that, but I would like to see if I could possibly get invaded again by this NPC invader, not necessarily a human invader. So let's see if we can check that out and get that to actually proc. I forget exactly what her name is, but she does seem to have the Xanthus set on. The Xanthus set is something that goes as far back as Dark Souls and even Demon Souls, actually. It's the reference to the old monk. So really cool armor, really cool callback. It's got an incredibly unique design. And I'll never forget being able to play as the old monk in Demon Souls all those years ago. Alright, let's see if we can go ahead and pop an ember. We do have 8 of them. Ooh, we have some Estus shards too, so we definitely need to go back to Firelink Shrine at some point. But let's see if we can aggro, or actually cause the this invasion, or trigger this invasion here. That's not where I want to go. That's a little too far back. That's a little too far back. We are going to go ahead and travel back to where we were. I think that was... Let's see what the halfway fortress is. I'm not even sure what this is. I don't remember tagging this bonfire. I do remember the one that was in the middle of the Crucifixion Woods, but let's check to see what's here really quickly. In the event it doesn't lead to anything, we can go ahead and return back to the one that I'm referring to, where we can oversee the 2 crab enemies, the 2 giant crabs. Plenty of crab enemies, but there's only 2 giant ones. So we do have... an Estus shard of our own that we can use to help increase the number of uses. Let's see, what the heck is this? Oh, this is the one I want. Yeah, there you go. This is the one. And we are going to try the right. We're going to go this pathway. We did decent with that fight, but unfortunately, we flasked a bit too much and we burned a little bit too much of our health, so we got had by the that invader. It happens. 4 strikes for the big guy. Get a lunge attack and hopefully kill both of them at the same time. We'll circle around this guy as well, so we can get 4 hits on him, finish him off. Dodge away from the poison. Come back in with a lunge once the poison cloud dissipates a bit. There you go. That should do the trick. Now we'll see if we can aggro our little friend. Looks like he's getting ready to come fight us, so we may have to fight these crabs again, and that's fine. We gotta position ourselves in between a tree here. That works out really nicely, actually. That's the grab attack that hasn't got us just yet. And this thing is huge and it is very fast considering. Uh-oh. Gonna top off our health just because I didn't expect that to happen. Gonna back away again. Good thing we're blocking because that was a really quick attack. Would have snuck up on us there. Dodge behind this spit or whatever it is. Do it again. Get in some little attacks here. We're in this to win it. This is not a fast encounter here, unfortunately, because we don't deal a bunch of damage. It's possible that a different type of weapon damage would do more damage or break through this shell, but I am not having a lot of luck here. We got a critical in there as well, so very nice. That actually finished it off. That was excellent. So if you stun the enemies, you go back right into the face and do like a visceral attack, similar to what you would do if you were playing Bloodborne, actually. Very similar mechanic there. Alright, I'm just kind of hanging out because I do want to get invaded. Again, we're in this to experience as much as possible. So I think because I got invaded, though, I will be a little bit lower on the priority list, but we got Yellowfinger Hazel actually coming in hot. Very nice. Let's see if we can have her. Okay. I'll go ahead and top off my health just to make sure we have a good chance at this. It's a really cool looking, it's almost like a shotgun. Spirit shotgun. Nope. It's got some great homing on it too. She is super aggressive. I didn't realize that. Oh, she has a crossbow in her hand too. Oh, that's lovely. Peachy. Spamming these magics here. I don't know how much FP she has, but she is going crazy with these attacks here. She's got no poise though, so we're gonna punish her for that. Now she's out of Estus as well. She's pretty aggressive. She's got a lot of mobility, but we should finish her off here soon. As long as we don't get killed. Top off our health again because we're getting jacked up over here. There you go, we got her. Rosaria's Finger. So she was an invader. We got the Hazel Pick and the Xanthus Crown. Very nice. That is the encounter that I was hoping for. It's excellent, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to top off our health, actually. Going to come back around here. But before we do that, let's take a look at what we got. Take a look at the loot. So we got Hazel Pick. It seems to have B scaling with intelligence. So it's probably actually a pretty decent weapon. We also got, let's see the item description here. It says, the choice weapon of Yellowfinger Hazel, a finger of Rosaria, and Xanthus Scholar. So there's like Yellowfinger, I guess her name is Yellowfinger, I'm not sure why. But they all, Rosaria's fingers seem to be the invaders of the Dark Wraith this go around. This is both a weapon and a sorcery staff, I noticed. The gold specks are remnants of lost sorceries. The skill is Steady Chant. For a short moment, boost the strength of sorceries. Yeah, I really actually like that weapon. If I was a sorcerer, I would try to use that. It seems like it's got some good offense, and not only that, but it also doubles as a sorcery staff, so that's really cool. A catalyst, if you will. See if we can get this backstab off. Well, oh, no, we can't, but this guy's going to be coming in pretty hot, so going to dodge behind. Maybe we'll get our backstab here. There you go. Excellent. Now we're going to work our way back to the bonfire. Should be right up here. And then now we'll teleport over to the other area. So we have completed the two things I was aiming to do, which was clearing out the area and waiting for the invasion. We even got a human invasion, which is not something I was looking forward to, but that worked out fine. And then we've got the NPC encounter with Orbeck of Vinheim. So that worked out really nicely. So now what we can do is we can travel over to the Crystal Sage area. This bonfire here is going to allow us passage to the beginning of the Cathedral of the Deep. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. I don't know how many souls we got from all that, but let's find out. Looks like they have the Faram boots here as well, which is pretty much the armor that the marketing character for all the marketing material for Dark Souls 2 wears. It's a really cool looking set. Alright, so as we teleport over to this bonfire, we can see kind of what... Okay, 4,700. We have a decent amount. Let's go ahead and clean up our item box out just a bit. Organize this so I don't have too many things available. And then we're going to prepare for the road ahead. We got the Uchigatana. Okay, we got all this good stuff. Yeah, we're looking good. We had already cleaned up previously. So look at that Xanthus helm. I didn't get to put it on for you guys. Let me actually show it off. This thing is insane. It is absolutely absurd how large it is, but I like it. Look at this. That is amazing. But this is the old monk's head, which is a little bit of a different shape, but now it's over time and all the different iterations of the Dark Souls series, it's changed to this. So nice, though. It just looks amazing. I really do like it a lot. Let's go ahead and check out our Fallen Knight armor as well. I don't know. It's probably, yeah, it's definitely going to push us over the limit in terms of our weight ratio, but that does look really nice. If we could increase that enough, like, I'll be fat rolling at this point, but that looks pretty great. It looks like it has some really good fire resistance as well. So that's something we can consider upgrading to at some point. Right now, we don't have nearly enough equipment burden, so we'd have to increase that pretty significantly. But it is an option. Definitely an option. Look how skinny we are. Alright, so before the journey ahead, let's get rid of all this extra stuff. We're going to keep the Mira clothing items, of course, because that is something we can wear. We've been wearing it. It looks great. It also belongs to one of my favorite NPCs in the Dark Souls series. And I would say like an NPC that you can actually truly interact with, even have as a summons, an NPC summon and all that. So really cool. Alright, let's check to see if there's anything around here. I'm not familiar with this little pathway here, but this is where we fought the boss. So I see a pathway out there. This is where the battle began, so I guess we could take him out. We didn't get the backstab, but I'll take this either way. The funny thing is that unlike the undead settlement, this sorcerer enemy does have a decent amount of poise. You can't roll into them and knock them over like you can the others, so that's strange. So we do have our Ember activated still, which is fantastic. we're going to go ahead and search around. I want to come up here first. This is a pathway that I didn't even notice in the boss fight. Guess that makes sense because we were getting attacked like crazy. I failed ahead, but only if I had a fog wall. Try jump attack. Okay, so there's nothing here. Maybe just another area that the crystal sage could spawn in or something. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, off we go. Fine work. So let's go to this path and see what all we can find here. Ooh, there's crystal lizards. There's 2 crystal lizards. And there's a crazy giant guy there. Let's see if we can get the drop on this crystal lizard. Nice. Twinkling Titanite. I thought I saw the other one. There he is. Snuck up on the crystal lizard. He wasn't ready for that. We got another Twinkling Titanite. Looks like we're going to get a bunch of those. And I'm okay with that. Let's see. That guy's just walking around. It all seems to be the same path. But let me just double check. I don't want to miss anything or any items. Oh, I already dropped down. So we've pretty much committed to this path, huh? That looks like death. Yep, okay, let's go kill this dude then in that case. We'll circle around, see if we can get a plunge attack on him while he's crossing over. We might not have the chance. Yeah, we'll have the chance. No, don't hurt me. There's another one coming. We're gonna get hit actually. I was gonna say we're gonna dodge that, and then, no, we're not. Just kidding. There you go. I get a little greedy with these guys, but unfortunately, most enemies have enough poise to finish off their attacks, so I need to stop doing that. I'll hit them 2 or 3 times, then use my agility to just dodge away, because I keep getting a little too... I commit to those strikes a bit too much. Let's see, I don't think... That's fine. I'm just looking to see if there's an ambush, but I was going to say, I was trying to get behind her. Doesn't look like that'll be the case. There you go. Waiting for that immolation. There you go. Very nice. We can see if we can punish it with a backstab. I actually missed. 3 hits should finish her off. Very nice. Her face looks terrible. I did not even realize that she had like sunken in eye sockets. That's terrible. We got the Herald set. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at that as well. Herald Helm. Looks like kind of a standard or basic armor. Maybe something that we would see even like in Dark Souls 2. Steel Helm said to be worn by Heralds of the Way of White, who deliver commandments of duty. Protection made of steel has excellent physical absorption. Oh, okay, good. But it is found lacking against blunt strikes and lightning damage. Makes sense. Blunt strikes probably crush it. Lightning probably, the metal probably conducts electricity. So yes. But it has good physical damage absorption. Good poise as well. Oddly, my current outfit is better in just about every way, so no need to change that out. Again, I think the way damage reduction works in this game is the number of pieces of armor you're wearing, and then I think addition to that, your stats help with the damage absorption for like different types of damage that can be dealt. So it's really strange, but I'm just trying to get used to it. Oh, there's a bonfire right there. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and sit here at this bonfire, and then we can kind of search around here. Enemy ahead. Okay. Oh, there's an enemy there, too. See if we can snipe this dude in the head. There you go. Oh, gosh. He can do the same. Oh, that didn't work. I was trying to do a plunge attack. These human NPCs are just about everywhere. Like, unfortunately, you see them a lot more often than you would like an invader, like you did in Dark Souls 2. They have tons of different human NPCs, or like that aren't hollowed out or invading you. It's really cool, but it's just different, you know. He got the critical on us because he broke our shield. He didn't break it, but he definitely broke our shield guard. Go ahead and heal up. See if we can punish that miss. We'll do our own lunge attack there. Another lunge. Oh, he's good. He's learning. And he's dead. Okay. Again, those enemies are pretty tough. They're fun to fight, though. That's for sure. Let's see what we get here. The Paladin's Ashes. Okay, so that should be given to the, I guess, the Shrine Handmaiden, so we can expand her inventory. We'll definitely do that. I took way too much damage. That's fine. Alright, so now we can work our way up here. Enemy ahead. Okay, so we gotta look out for maybe an ambush or something if the message is accurate. Again, it could be a trolly little message where there isn't actually anybody at all. Treasure ahead. Okay. I didn't die, so that's a good sign. That is a good sign indeed. Let's run up this cliffside here and see if there's anything we can grab. We got the Crest Shield. Very nice. Oh, I see another enemy over there. Let's see here. Crest Shield. It's usually good against magic, so let's take a look. Yeah, it's got 67 magic reduction. And it's got, oh, wow. It's better in every way. Okay, so we have the Silver Kite Shield. And this right here. Yeah, we should definitely switch this out. But it requires 14 strength. Darn it. I think I have 13 strength, so I don't even have the strength requirement to use this shield. But this is a better shield. We could definitely consider changing it out. Spending the one level to actually increase our strength. That wouldn't be bad. Let's see if I'm gonna try something. Oh, I got him. Okay, that worked. He's wearing the bandit set. And he's got the spider shield as well. One of my favorite shields. We got the bandit set not too long ago. I think in the previous stream. Oh, knife in the head. That works. These guys are using all their projectiles, all their tricks here. Let's do a lunge attack to finish him off. He dodged it. Very nice. Another lunge. A jumping attack, if you will. That finished him off. And it looks like he left us something as well. We got the spider shield that we were just talking about. This was one of my favorite shields in Dark Souls 1. It had 100% physical damage reduction. And it was good against poison and stuff. Ooh. So it looks like, unfortunately, it's been nerfed. The physical damage reduction has been reduced from 100% to 80. It still has really good, defenses and, like, other things. But that sucks. Oh, I didn't even read the item description for the Crest Shield, but that's fine. Shields of this style are commonly used by savage mountain bandits and offer high resistance to poison. Okay. One of the enchanted blue shields, the Crest Shield greatly reduces dark damage. Okay, and it can parry. That's cool, because we haven't been able to parry in a while. Now, it's kind of a trade, because some shields have the ability for you to parry. Others have the ability for you to use your weapon skill, like these two. I do think that increasing our strength +1 would be sufficient and worth it, actually. But what I want to see is the weight difference here. I can never find the weight. Okay, 5 pounds, 5 pounds. So they're both 5 pounds. So we wouldn't lose anything, actually, from that. We've topped off our health. Okay, I see a dog already. Let's go ahead and see if there are any other enemies around. I see another creature up there, possibly a dog. I don't see anything back here, so let's go ahead and aggro this puppy. The evil doggo. Stay straight for me. Oh, no, he's not going to do that. Remember, we also have the Crystal Sage Rapier, the Crystal Rapier, which increases our item discovery, so maybe let's just check this out for a little bit. See what kind of trouble we can get into with this weapon. There was a dog back there, of course. Wow, the damage reduction, or the damage power is nothing, so definitely going to need to switch that out. There you go. So that's more so like maybe if we're trying to farm something, because that's terrible. Alright, we got that guy. So we have an enemy up there on the ridge. Let's see. Sprint through here. There's another dog. Come on. I need to see what's behind me. So I kind of just turn my back to the elements, not knowing what's behind me. We'll go ahead and top off our health again. I got shot by some... Okay, these guys. That dog's next. Very good. I'm going to drop down here, actually, so we can get the cover behind this little rock formation here so we don't get sniped. Now we can go back up and take care of these guys pretty easily. 2 strikes there for that guy. I almost got shot right there. Lovely. Let's use some fire bombs. Time to use our items. There you go. That worked out. Looks like we cleared out all these people. We've got a large soul of an unknown traveler, so that'll be good. And I think that was everything, actually. I did see another pathway, so we can go and explore that as well. Not a very item-intensive area. That's fine. Make sure we don't get ambushed here. There's so much. They can always jump out at little notice. Got this dude. Okay. Cathedral of the Deep. Okay, he did immolation as well. Actually, he just set himself on fire. And he blew up. Okay, so those guys are going to be like suicide runners. So that's going to be something we're going to have to keep an eye out for sure. Make sure this guy doesn't set himself on fire. We got a bunch of enemies over there. Nothing in here. Let's check. Oh, let's see what's over here really quickly. Oh, nothing. Okay. I thought there was a like an opening in between the gates, but I was wrong. There's an item up there, so that means we can circle around at some point. And the doors can be opened from this side. Oh my gosh. This is a first. And there's another bonfire. Very good. That's actually pretty close to the other one, but hey, I'm not complaining. I never complain about there being too many bonfires. Let's go ahead and rest, because the only enemy that's nearby is that one that blows himself up. Not too concerned about that guy. That door does not open from this side. And, okay, none of the doors open from this side. So that's why there's a bonfire there, because there's going to be all these other pathways that probably lead to this bonfire. So that makes sense. We got the Notched Whip. Very nice. This is a weapon that we typically get from the Xanthus. Whoever, you know, the Jeremiah or whoever that may be, the invader that has the Xanthus set. So let's take a look at the weapon. The whips typically aren't the best. They usually have some decent scaling, but this one doesn't seem to. Yeah, not so much. Let's take a look at the item description really quickly. The Cleansing Chapel uses whips such as these in order to produce the drops and puddles to wipe clean during its rituals. Okay. Skill is Impact. Strike from the left to evade shields and deal a stinging blow with temporarily slows stamina recovery. The shackles of bondage lie deep in the hearts of all humankind. Okay, so pretty much this is just a standard whip pretty much, but it does have a pretty decent like skill which can evade or go through shields, which that's kind of cool. Just trying to see why anyone would want to use this, though. It doesn't seem to do a bunch of damage necessarily, but it does have bleed, so maybe that's why. Either way, pretty cool. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Alright, so these doors were locked off. I don't see any other items around here, so let's go back outside. This guy. Yeah, we gotta be careful. They are pretty crazy, and they do like 1100 damage. It's insane. Alright, these guys are guarding something. Let's see what they're doing. These guys are going to aggro. They all have shields, it seems, so we gotta be careful here. That one blows up too. dodge away. At least they don't have a huge blast radius. They have similar moveset to the Hollows in the Asylum in Dark Souls 1. We got some throwing knives and an Estus shard. Very cool. We need to go back to Firelink Shrine at some point. Looks like we have a pathway up here, and we also have this over here. But we do need to go back to Firelink Shrine so we can get more Estus. We could technically have 9. I think that's a thing. Okay, good. I was hoping that wasn't instant death. We were correct. Look at those guys. Those look terrible. No ambush. Alright, see if we can... No! Okay, hold on. I didn't mean to do that. Oh gosh, our bleed's building up, so that's no good. Oh, they've got giant maggots on them. That is disgusting. My bleed still... Oh my gosh, I have maggots on me too. I don't know what to do. Rolling doesn't help. Nice. The torch actually got rid of them. That is insane. Okay, so that means they're probably going to be weak to fire. I didn't even mean to do that, actually. So I need to pull out my fire bombs then. So there's a pathway up here, and there's this on this side too. So let's go left first and see what we can find. Because I saw an eye. Yep, little shiny over there. I don't know how close I have to be. Oh, I missed. No, I didn't. They writhe when they're in fire. That's always nice. See if we can grab this. The Saint Tree Bellvine. We'll check this out in just a minute. Let's kill this dude first. There you go. We are definitely going to throw fire on him. That works really nicely, actually. I guess fire is really effective in this game. It doesn't seem to deal a bunch of damage, but you get that really cool effect where they start writhing around like crazy. So we got some sort of chime here. Saint Tree Bellvine. Okay. Looks like just a sacred chime. Let's see. Saint Tree Bellvines are customary in the far north and allow for faster casting than ordinary sacred chimes. The skill is Gentle Prayer. Okay. So you pretty much just like heal over time. Pretty nice. Now we don't have the faith requirements to cast such a spell or even wield it, but if we did, I'm sure we'd do just fine. It would be nice to have an additional heal, but oh wow. I see a lizard. Crystal lizard. I don't want to scare him off just yet, but let's see. Let's try and corral him. Come here, little guy. There you go. 2 hits for him. Twinkling Titanite again. That's like the 3rd one we've found so far. Miscreant ahead. I wonder where. What is up? Good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. I saw your post today. That was really nice. Really appreciate you. Love you much, sis. Oh, we're going to have some crystal lizards over here. That's great. Tough enemy ahead. I'm sure there's some truth to that. Alright, let's fight this thing then. Oh gosh, okay. Speaking of, that means we need to kill the other one. The one that's in Firelink Shrine, or the one in the very beginning tutorial area, actually. Did you get stunned? You got the critical as well, very nice. So now I'm recognizing that stun animation, and I like it. We got a Titanite scale, so maybe that's what they drop. Let's see exactly what the Titanite scales do. Oh, nice. You got your message highlighted, too. I didn't even notice. I was wondering why you had those special, but there you go. I'm going to update the channel points so you can have different effects. Like, so if you redeem your points, you can do different things, like even make me do things in the game. Like, you could, you know, whatever. It can influence the choices that we make and stuff like that. So I'll definitely I'll update that after today's stream, because channel points are things that I could have used, but now we also have other things we can also try and do to help redeem while you guys are watching. So we gotta check out this Titanite scale. Let's see here. Titanite scale. Where the heck is it? It's probably an upgrade material, so Shriving Stone, Titanite scale. This is actually very reminiscent of the Demon Titanite. It looks exactly the same. Reinforced Soul Transposed Weapon to +4. Titanite altered by a soul. Reinforces Soul Transposed weapons to +4. Weapons forged by Soul Transposition can only be reinforced by Titanite of the same kind. In rare cases, crystal lizards devour souls, growing to monstrous proportion and leaving these great scales. That's crazy. The demons did that before. And now it seems like the crystals are doing the same thing. Or the lizards. I said there was a ring ahead, so we can check that out. We got all this stuff over here too. So many different pathways. I think this is probably the item in that window, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that was the door that was closed off to us. Before we go any further, let's go in this path, and then if not, we can circle back right where we came to see if we can grab whatever we might have missed. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Okay, fire bombs are definitely the way to go there. We got the large soul of a deserted corpse, very nice. And whatever this is, poison bite ring, that's going to come in handy in any kind of area where we can possibly get poisoned. So let's just take a look at that ring really quickly. You got 2 rings of sacrifice as well. We already had the blood bite ring. These rings are for Kareem, I think. So yeah. So one of the bite rings native to Kareem increases poison resistance. The crafting of these rings is forbidden, perhaps owing to a fear of malleable stone. Clerics, however, dabble freely in the art. I'm not sure why they'd be fearful of a malleable stone. Maybe it has to do with golems, or I don't know exactly what that's referring to. Clerics, typically in this game, are just out to corral and kill the undead, so I'm not really sure what they mean by malleable stone or a fear of it. Okay, that's where we came from, and then this was another area here. Let's just double check what we got. Make sure we don't get mixed up. This was the pathway over to this item over here. Okay, so now we can come back down. I'm not entirely sure where this is going to lead us to, but we'll get there eventually. Sure. Nothing over here. That's another little outcropping, I guess. And now we've circled back here. Okay. More statues. I don't see anything here that's important. Let me see. What am I missing? Oh, there's a ladder way up there. So maybe we can kick down a ladder. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, what's in this room? There's got to be something. Typically, there aren't just empty areas, you know? They all amount to something at some point. Alright, so I feel like that I guess maybe it just circles around and that's the extent of it, but I feel like we may have missed something. I don't know. It seems empty. But we'll go circle back to the other area, go up the stairs instead this time, and that'll allow us to search the rest of the area, but I just felt like I might have missed something. So we were here, we grabbed that, we had the crystal lizard over there, and then we had a second crystal lizard as well, and the big one. Yeah, so that's it. I felt like we might have missed a path, but I don't think we did. I think we've done well to search this area. And then that was where we found the poison bite ring over to the left. So yeah, we did good. It just felt like I kind of rushed through that piece for some reason. So now we can return back to the other area that we were just at. But what is up here? Can we just drop down here maybe? How much Estus do I have left? 6. There's no need for us to flask up then. We're doing good. We have 18,000 souls in our possession as well, so we really need to be careful and make sure we're mindful of that we don't lose those, because that's a lot of leveling that we could do, and also some items that we could replenish. So let's keep that in mind. Oh gosh. Okay. They don't want to die yet until they get all the way out. Oh gosh. Okay, let's try some fire bombs then. Alright, these guys probably aren't going to go anywhere, so they're kind of slow anyways, but damn. That's annoying. He's awake. Get him as well. I hate having to rush through, so I'm just going to try and circle back as I can and make sure we don't get ambushed here. I think I got an additional flask for our troubles. I am going to switch back to the firebomb just in case. I'm going to throw a firebomb actually. Get rid of some of these guys here. They give us like no souls. Oh, the 20 souls. My bad. What was I thinking? There's an item over here. He's guarding something. Go ahead and kill him just in case. Got the Astora Greatsword. We will search these items once we're safe. I feel like we're going to be pursued if we take a look at the item description right now. So let's do that in just a moment. Oh no! I got maggots on me, so we're going to put on my torch, take it out, and that should clear us up. So these guys have maggots. That's disgusting. This is where we started. Okay. Oh gosh, you guys are jerks. Okay, so we're going to go around here instead. We can go down here and see if there's anything else. Bunch of different branching pathways here. This is actually just something of a trap. Doesn't lead to anything. These guys are just burning through my weapon durability for no reason at all, huh? He's just watching over. I'm not going to hurt him. He's just looking. He's just taking a gander. We're not going to hurt him. Oh, goodness. Alright, we're going to pass these guys as well. This is where we found the Astora Greatsword. Let me just double check there wasn't any forking path up here. I don't think that there was. There's left. Actually, there was. I lied. So then there's this. Okay. And then what? It is tough to figure out where to go here just without accidentally, like, dropping off a ledge that I don't need to be dropping off of. Kill these guys really quickly. I don't see any items, though. These guys are just kind of chilling. These guys are just hanging out. There don't seem to be a bunch of items. It's more so like a bunch of branching pathways that kind of make you think, like, hey, maybe I go there and get a secret. But I haven't been rewarded much other than the greatsword. Uh-oh, that guy looks crazy. That is terrible. Okay. I do not like that. Let's go back this way, though, because I know there was a path I could have dropped down from. So let's check that out real quick. That actually looks like I can drop down from there, too. So, I hate when there's so many pathways. It freaks me out because I want to explore everything, you know? A bunch of enemies there. Okay, this is the other side. Now we've come full circle again. Lovely. Alright, let's go through here. We are going to go up this path, and instead of going left, we're going to go to the right. That was where Astora's Greatsword was, so let's drop down here. Nothing up there. Kind of looks like a path, but maybe not. I wouldn't know of a way to get up there, that's for sure. I'm going to check my weapon durability, because I've been slicing through these fools. 25 of 35, we should be fine. Not the most weapon durability, but it should hold us off. Damn, okay, we got... I'm going to try to do something here. Let's see. Let's use a charcoal pine resin. Buff my sword of fire and start killing fools, because I feel like we're going to get ambushed once we get that item up ahead. Now they die in one shot. I love it. I love it. The Executioner's Greatsword and a Fading Soul. Very nice. We have several items we need to search or review once we get freed up. Alright, we're going to come back this way. I think this is where the bridge was. I do want to go that path. But there's tons of enemies around here. And they're all pissed. Really? Okay. Fortunately, the charcoal pine resin does last for a pretty decent amount of time as well, so we've had that buff for a while. It just now ran out. Very good. I don't see any items down here. Let's just check our weapon durability really quickly. It's still at 22. We should be fine. So we're going to work our way back up here. Oh, I see a white birch. And that means our little giant friend, our giant friend's going to be able to help us here. It's really awesome. Who is this? You look kind of tough. Let's drop down here just in case. Uh-oh, we got one of these crazy guys. So, oops. Oh gosh, you're kind of strong. Didn't realize it. I got the maggots. Got the maggots on me again. Alright, we gotta be careful. Our giant friend is not helping us so far. Not because... Well, actually, he just fired something. I heard him. But I was saying not because he didn't like us. I'm sure he's busy. There you go. As if on cue, he showed up. Use our firebomb to finish that one off. We got a Titanite shard. That was stressful. Repair powder. Let's go ahead and kill this guy too. 3 strikes for them. Oh man, radically defined. What is up, man? I know, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Undead Bone Shard. Oh, I'm super excited to have Reach Affiliate, man. And it's all because of people like you, my brother. So thank you so much for stopping by and just being able to celebrate with me for a little bit. Are you streaming today? Dude, yesterday I was so excited. I wasn't planning on streaming, but then I did a little announcement stream just to do it, and I was just like, I was just pumped, you know? Now I just need to update and get some emotes, update my channel points, you know, things like that. Just do all that little maintenance stuff. I'll do that after today's stream, but I was just so excited last night because I got the email pretty late in the evening, so once I was able to figure out how to get all signed up for it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to stream. I'm so excited. So yeah, we got some more white birch branches. Yes, I told you to get in no time. I'm so excited, man. Thanks so much. Yes, I am. All my emotes are up. My sub badges, my channel point icon is in now. Big things for my stream today. Nice, nice, very nice. I'll be sure to tune in. This one's not going to be too long. I just need to get through just the cathedral if I can, and that'll probably be a stopping point because I have several other videos to work on today on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to finish up the stream and then free up some time to go ahead and work on my YouTube stuff. But I will definitely tune in while I'm doing that. So see what all you got planned for today. Let's see. I thought we got... Oh, there you go. The Executioner's Great. So I was like, I thought we got a Great Sword. So that's a pretty decent weapon, actually. Does quite a bit of damage. Great Swords of a Debauched Executioner used for beheadings. This sword retains a keen memory of its Executioner's duty and absorbs FP from each fallen foe. That is really cool. The Executioner's Great Sword absorbs FP, and then the Butcher's knife absorbs health. So that's really neat. We got the Astora Greatsword as well. This greatsword bestowed only upon elite knights is a relic of the ruined land of Astora. Designed for a focus on thrust attacks, this sword is hard and sharp, but not unusually heavy. So probably a light greatsword, maybe? It's 8 pounds, so it's not too heavy. This is 9, so yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. I think that's all we got for the most part. Now, we did get some undead bone stuff. I forget exactly what it is, but I do believe that's required for us to go ahead and increase our Estus Flask efficiency. That'd be nice. We also need to go to Firelink Shrine anyways because there are a ton of um, Estus Shard Flask that we got. So we need to start using those things. Because now we'll have like 9 uses. But yeah, this has been such a great journey. Like this Dark Souls 3, like the whole Dark Souls trilogy has been just a great way, and a great way to set up like the preparation for Elden Ring. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what that game has to offer, since I'm pretty much going to be going in blind. Let's check out what's over here real quick. Monster. The messages are so goofy. Backstab. We stabbed him right in the butt. Ouch. That has got to hurt. We'll come up here. There's an item over there. I feel like we're going to be ambushed. Let's just search around. Oh, nice. We got a Titanite shard. Very cool. We haven't been ambushed in a while, aside from the one that was really obvious. So I'm like nervous. I'm just waiting for it. The Cursed Ward Great Shield. That looks something like the Pursuer had, actually. Maybe. It's got a ton of durability. It's a great shield, so it's actually pretty heavy. 17 pounds. It requires 34 strength. That is insane. Great shield given to those who resisted the curse a long time ago. Far too heavy for an ordinary person. Perhaps it signifies the foolishness of resisting the curse. And yet those who bear the weight of this shield will not find its protections against curses wanting. What? So it doesn't even block curse very well. So what purpose does it serve? It does have 100% physical damage reduction, which I would expect from a great shield. It's got really good magic and dark reduction, though. I don't see where curse is even like an item or a guard absorption, so not really sure. But that's not bad. I mean, it's just heavy, way too heavy. Before we go too far, let's just make sure we don't. Oh, here you go. This is the ladder in that giant area. There you go. Now we've got a little shortcut. Never mind. So we don't need to go back. But I was going to say, before we go too far, let's just make sure we don't go in and start branching off all these other pathways here. But we didn't. We didn't. Okay, there's a bunch of enemies over there. We're just going to leave them be. And let's just work our way up here and see what all we have to find. Maybe there's some goodies around the corner. Treasure ahead. Yep. A treasure or an ambush. We've got 2 rusted coins. Got these ugly statues here. These look terrible. Got an item over there. The red bug pellet. Okay, cool. Now, I can only imagine these doors don't open from this side. Of course they don't. Because no doors open from the side which you approach them from in Dark Souls. Ever. You always got to go around. I see a crossbow dude as well. We got to be careful here. Oh, there's another enemy behind me. You tried it. Did he just Lloyd, like, undead charm me right now? I said Lloyd's Talisman, but technically that would be a different game. I think he did. Yeah, I can't use my Estus Flask. I just wanted to check. The HUD item is not glowing, so that means it is not something I can use right now. And we're going to use this critical attack. I love the guard break. That is such a cool feature in this game. It reminds me so much of Bloodborne. I have a bow, so I guess I can use that. Oh, not yet. This guy's going to try and explode. Self-destruction, but fortunately he doesn't have a big AoE. We're going to flask up right here. Dodge this crossbow. Switch over to our bow two-handed. See if we can hit this guy a few times. You missed. Strafing for the win. Oh, his hitbox is like literally really accurate. Oh gosh, okay, he's dead. I didn't realize it was so precise. I thought just by hitting like in his general direction, a few inches off would still work. Not so. That is not the case. Alright, so we killed all those guys. I should have figured there'd be one behind us because of that big space behind us, but that's fine. Alright, so we got this over here. I am afraid I'm going to lose my souls. I have 21,000 souls, which is a ton for us. Let's see exactly. I'm trying to figure out which rings. Do I have the silver? No, I don't. I don't have the silver covetous serpent ring on. And yet, we still have a ton of ability here. Uh-oh. He threw another undead charm at us. Now he lit himself on fire. He's probably going to just... Oh, gosh. You know, he didn't get smart. I was like, he's probably going to just self-destruct. But no, he actually had a plan. He wanted to go out in glory, so he just jumped off the ledge there. And that's fine. I don't blame him. Ooh, there's enemies over here. Not cool. Not cool at all. I need to buy more arrows. I'm actually pretty broke in the arrow department, that's for sure. I'm not sure. I think he just threw a firebomb at me, the crazy guy. Got another one right here. And I'm trying to bait the jump. Okay, perfect. That was really close. He almost grabbed me there. That probably would have killed me. I don't know how much damage it does, but it does deplete his life bar, which is 1100. Thank you so much for subscribing, man. I appreciate you, my brother. I really, really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. 2 strikes for you. There we go. Actually, you are the third, man. Like yesterday on my announcement stream, I had someone subscribe. It was really cool. One of my old friends from a long time ago, and then my wife subscribed too. So I was like, heck yeah, gotta get that familial support too, which was awesome. But dude, it doesn't matter if you're the first, because you're literally one of the first people to help me grow and support, you know, as much as you have. So that is what matters most. Man, this guy with the flamberge is a beast. But thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Freaking awesome. You're an awesome human. One of the few. No, I have found, though, that the Twitch community is amazing. So, like, there's just a handful of you guys who have just helped so much and just been so supportive. And I didn't ever realize it was going to be like that. I felt like it was going to be way different. Kind of like on YouTube. It's kind of like every man for himself. But on Twitch seems like it has a much better community aspect to it. And I really, really enjoy that. Okay, these guys are just flinging crossbows at us. I guess we can do the same long-range tactics as well. But they might be a little bit better. They have homing on theirs. So we gotta be very careful here. Hey, I'm thinking... No, man. It's still special, I promise. It's amazing. It still means a lot. Ah, I'm gonna die. Probably best to just go down there if I can. No, man, it means a lot. I really appreciate it. You've been awesome from day one, dude. We got him. Okay, oh gosh, much better to fight those guys with melee than try and play their own game. That does not work very well. But anyway, see if we can get the critical on this guy as well. Knock his shield out of the way. Day one, bro. That's awesome. And dude, you can count on me being there for you too, my brother. No doubt. Let's see. I am not sure where to go. I feel like if I can jump here, but I'm also afraid that if I do that, I'll die. We have a good amount of souls, but let's just try it. I mean, whatever. Ugh, I'm scared. Okay, nice. One of the really cool mechanics about Dark Souls 3 that I've learned is that if you're running and doing... Oh my gosh, running and doing a jump, that if you don't hold forward, you just land. Like, you plant your landing. But if you actually hold forward, then you roll. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I see a shadow, but I don't see an enemy. That's strange. And here I thought I'd be able to get the drop on some of these guys. There's another shadow. Oh, there he is. He did a plunging attack on me. I like putting my DS3 jump as the same jump as DS1. Me too. I actually did that. Like, definitely did that. Look at that. Boom. Great minds think alike. I don't mind double tapping it. Everybody, I don't know. I say everybody, except me and you. But everybody else in the Dark Souls community is like, oh, we gotta have the left. Like, the left stick makes no sense to me. Like, I don't think that would ever make a good jump because I'm having to use that stick to line up my, you know, my trajectory. So why would I do have the jump button on the stick? Because if I accidentally do something or I push the stick in too hard, maybe it's gonna change my trajectory. So it makes no sense to me. But some people like it, and that's hey, to each his own, right? But can't say that I enjoy that button layout for Dark Souls 2. It was a different thing that I had to get used to, but to be honest, I really do prefer it being on the B. Like the same button as roll, you know? It makes much more sense to me that way. Yeah, exactly. You can jump straight off a cliff. We are one and the same. Yeah, and I accidentally changed it on accident because and when you start off the game, it actually begins with the left stick, and I was like, okay, fine. I'd played DS2. I'd just come off DS2, so I wasn't too concerned about it. But then, I guess I accidentally changed it, and last night I was like, wait, something's different here. Oh, you have a wide strike, my friend. I'm gonna heal with my last Estus here. Dodge through. See if we can get a backstab. Nope, we can't, but we'll finish him off either way. But yeah, I don't know how I accidentally changed it, but I did. And I ended up keeping it back to the B. Returning it back to DS1 controls was way better for me. So that's what I've been using ever since. Let's see if we can get a backstab on this guy. There you go, finally. He would have been one of those chargers anyways that he sets himself on fire and charges us, so glad we avoided that. This guy came in real hot. There's another one. Oh, there's more. So we had this enemy, but there are other thralls here too, so I gotta be careful. I see one. Yeah, dude, you're not very sneaky, bro. This one has a flamberge, so they're usually pretty strong. A little bit stronger than the standard thrall anyways. But they're all dead the same. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. All that for a soul. Very nice. DS1 is my favorite Dark Souls game, though, for sure. But there are really cool bosses in this game. I won't take anything away from that. But I know I won't be doing another stream run of this one. I caught some of the Dark Souls 3 stream, but I tried not to watch too much because I had never played the game. Never seen it played before. Other than just like the first hour or so. So I didn't want to ruin it. So I was like trying to I just watched the very beginning, and then I was like, okay, I can't watch too much more. But I just didn't want to spoil it for myself, because then that'd been no fun. I'm going blind technically, but I do like this game a lot. It's excellent. Really, really good. But the only thing that I'm thinking is like, which one do I like the most? Dark Souls 1, of course, it kind of was solid. I had most hours into that. I probably have the most knowledge of that game as well. Let me see. They're not aggro yet, so. And then, of course, Dark Souls 2 is just so amazing. I love Dark Souls 2. Like, I know that people and most of the Dark Souls community typically does not like it very much, but I absolutely love it. And then Dark Souls 3 is really funny because it takes some from Dark Souls 1, and then it takes some things from Dark Souls 2. But the funny thing is, it almost acts like Dark Souls 2 doesn't exist. It's just really strange. I don't know. But Dark Souls 3 is really nice. I do like it a lot. Of course, Immolation's not going to work well on her, because she technically puts herself on fire every once in a while. Dodge that strike as well. The one thing I like a lot about Dark Souls 3 is that it plays very similar to Bloodborne. It's got a really fast play style. Really aggressive. It rewards like dodging versus just being a tank, and I like that departure, because Dark Souls 1 you had terrible tanks, and Dark Souls 2 you didn't have tanks, only because like no matter how much you spec'd into health and things like that, you just weren't tanky. It was terrible. Like, I was over level 100. I think I was level 128, and I was still getting destroyed by just regular enemies, and that was really disappointing. Alright, this chick is super strong. I'm about to die to her. Let's go grab this item just in case we do die. Undead Hunter Charm. And a trap. Alright, so she is coming in hot. Let's see if we can hit her in the head, maybe. I was trying to interrupt her attack. Didn't seem to work. See if we can dodge through again. There you go. Oh gosh, okay, good. There, she's dead. Gosh, that was insane. Now, I don't have any other heals, so we are in trouble here. We got the Evangelist robe, very nice. We've only killed 30 of them, so I'm glad we got the one robe. That is nice. 24,000 souls to our name, and then it looks like we can go down even further over here. Yikes. Okay, we got to be very careful. Make sure we don't get ambushed. Yeah, so you like DS1. Oh, hold on. VODs will always be there if you want to go check them out. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm a DS1, DS3, then DS2, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. And I'm never streaming Bloodborne or Sekiro. I actually plan to. After Elden Ring, I want to circle back and stream those games. Bloodborne, Sekiro, which I've never played. So I really, really do want to actually feature those channels at some point. But I like Mortal Shell better than any of these games. Oh, wow. Yeah, Mortal Shell is amazing, though, man. It's for being inspired by Dark Souls, it did so well to, like, do its own thing, you know? I really like the direction it took. Now, I'm sure everyone's going to get mad, but I am going to use an Ember. Oh, I can't use an Ember. Why? I'm already Embered, so it's not like Humanity at all, then. Normally, you could just spam Humanity and be fine. Alright, so this dude, if he's... Just stay there. You're good. Just stay there, please. Oh, gosh. Okay. Or not. That's fine. I just completely missed, but... it's fine. And then we got this genius over here. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. No, sir. Hold on. Hold on there. 1. Dodge. 2. Oh, I missed. Lunge attack. Nope. There you go. Oh, gosh. Okay, they have pretty good poise. 24,000 souls. Not down the drain just yet, but we do need to find our way back there. Elden Ring is for sure next. I'm hyped for it. Yeah, me too. I'm definitely excited about that. Next for me, I think, is after Dark Souls 3, I'm going to jump into Horizon Zero Dawn and the Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel. And then I'll jump back into Souls-like games. But because that's pretty much my bread and butter. But I was lucky enough to get a copy of the Collector's Edition, so I was like, shoot, I want to go ahead and check it out. So I went ahead and made a decision to add it to my stream schedule. But February is crazy because of it. Let's kill this guy. Got 19 fire bombs. I mean, I need to go back. I definitely need to get my 20,000 souls. That's for sure. No! Don't. Okay, good. He didn't catch himself on fire, so that's perfect. We're going to switch over to our Estus. Now we'll be more careful this time. We won't burn through it all. Let's see. I guess I have to go all the way back through this area. That sucks. Alright, there was a bridge somewhere. I think it's down here. Yes, okay, perfect. Mortal Shell isn't very long, man. Yeah, you have until the 25th, so I'm sure you'll find a few other things, like, because that, I mean, again, Mortal Shell isn't very long at all, but it is excellent. And even if you wanted to try, like, a challenge run or something, you could still do it within enough time to get ready for Elden Ring. But yeah, that game is so good. The different play styles and everything, it's just solid. It's just a solid game. Alright, hold on, giant dude. Are you going to shoot and help me? Too many of these dog ones. I don't like these that have like the protrusions coming out. I don't like those at all. But I was trying to aggro that enemy that killed me last time, but maybe he's not there anymore. That's the shortcut, and I think that came up here before I died. Oh, yeah, gosh, we have a ways to go. Okay, now we go this way. Wow. And then we got this guy that was trying to ambush us. I need to get more arrows, so as soon as we make it back to Firelink Shrine, I gotta arrow it up. I'm gonna sprint away. Hopefully this dude blows up. Flask up. Dodge this crossbow here, this bolt. There you go. Kick this guy, get the critical, and then we're going to switch to our bow as soon as we can. Almost get hit right in the face. Get this shot off. We should give you... There you go, right in the shoulder. That'll get him. Now we can drop down here. We got to remember, we got to retrace our steps and get our 24,000 souls. I'll probably go back to streaming and finishing my Dragon Age Awakening DLC and the rest of the Dragon Age DLCs to finish it off. You know, I would really like to look at that. I have not played Dragon Age before, so I would be really excited to see it, because I've never actually seen it or played it. So that would be fun. I'd love to watch that. I would definitely watch that. Oh no! Okay, he's dead. Good. Gotta be sure we don't get attacked by these thralls here. Man, these guys are annoying. I keep forgetting I don't have any arrows in that slot, so again, I only have 11 left, so we gotta be careful with that. He missed, and I missed too, but I thought I was gonna get punished for that, but nope. He's just as bad at aim as I am. There you go, and then I saw these dudes. Hands. Oh, what? The parkour master made it right back. Blow darts, of course, my favorite. Gotta get the Flamberge one instead. He's the bigger threat. Get a backstab on him, or not. We won't get a backstab. I do need to dodge away, though. I almost fell off the corner there. I'm gonna dodge to the left. And then we'll come back in. Kill this dude. I am not losing those 24,000 souls. That's the most souls I've had in my person, so we're gonna get them one way or the other. Ow. These guys. Alright, we're gonna sprint down here. Take care of these guys. Dodge. Get hit in the face. Kill this one. Get a critical. I love that sound. That's a really good cue. Nice audio cue. I feel like we're going to get ambushed, but I'd rather get ambushed by those guys than go fight the Evangelist unnecessarily, so. Let's see. Where are the little dudes at? Nowhere yet. So let's go ahead and aggro this dude with the axe. Or it's like a... I guess it's an... Yeah, it's an axe. That's like a halberd, actually, but... Because he uses like a spear, too. I thought he was going to attack again. That's okay. He didn't. We're going to backstab, hopefully. Perfect. I've been wanting one. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Dragon Age, though. I've never seen it. I've always wanted to play it. So I'll be sure to tune in for sure. Let's see. Looking for those crazy little thralls. Oh, they're everywhere. Okay. You little jerks. See if we can kill them both with one strike. Nope. We'll get this one, though. Very nice. And then, of course, we have the one with the Flamberge. Let's grab our souls just in case we get... I don't know, just something crazy happens. Because it's been known to happen in Dark Souls. He just landed on my head. There you go. Dragon Age is really fun. I think you would like it, depending on if you like stories and combat more than this. No, dude. I literally have a lore channel on YouTube. A channel dedicated to lore on some of my favorite video games. So, I love this story. Matter of fact, the combat could kind of suck as long as the story is good enough. Like, I'm one of those guys. Like, I'll suffer through some subpar combat and gameplay mechanics just for a good story. I will definitely do that. Oh, for sure. I've always been interested in the story. Let's see if this guy's going to start himself on fire. Nope, he's just throwing a Lloyd Talisman. Now he's going to charge us. But he doesn't know how to... He's not an ambi-turner. He didn't know how to turn left, so he couldn't go around. He couldn't do this. Left and straight. So he's dead. We got another Thrall Axe. It looks like the size of the items, or those little shinies, actually indicates like if you're going to get a different kind of item. Like I think the big ones are either items, I'm sorry, weapons, or like maybe quest items or something. Alright, see if we can take this guy out. Do a lunging attack and back away. Now we fight with more confidence because we have a lot more health. Because again, you don't want to just get, you know, like for example, blocking so much, I'll get the bleed build up and all that, so you got to be careful. That was a nice pyromancy. Threw me off guard. Caught me off guard, actually. And let's go for the kill. Very nice. I didn't realize I had the fire bombs equipped, so I accidentally threw one instead of healing, but that's fine. Let's go around here and see if there's anything else. I know there was a second enemy. There he is. Let's go ahead and take him out first before doing anything else. Bait the strike if we can. I am stuck behind the wall, so that's great. There you go. Very nice. That's probably the weapon skill right there. And this one was killed without any damage taken, so that's the Titanite shard for us. I think this was just another pathway to get up here. There's some enemy. Yeah, there are these fools dropping down on us, or trying to. I'm not sure why this one never came down, but you're going to be punished for that. So we can go back down here then. I'm going to check my weapon durability. I'm just so paranoid now because of Dark Souls 2, so I've been checking it now, like after every large stint in between bonfires. Okay, so let's go and check what's back here. I don't think there's going to be anything. No, I don't see anything. I would like to either get a bonfire or maybe another connecting passageway, which I think is what we're going to get, because we had 2 or 3 doors that were just, or pathways that were just locked off. So these guys should pretty much kill themselves. Very nice. They did all the work for us. Now I'm not embered anymore, huh? Gonna have to buy some more embers too. They're not incredibly expensive, but they're also not infinite, so we gotta be careful with that. But I would like to use them just in case there's any summon signs or anything like that that we can interact with. I see some double doors. I'm hoping that we can actually interact with these. That'd be nice. Yes. Somehow we can open up these massive doors just by pushing them. Because, you know, Dark Souls. We got this over here. Very good. And then, of course, I'm sure there's an ambush back here. Because there's an item and then... Oh, maybe not. Perhaps not. Alright, that dude's dead. I have a feeling that there's an ambush. Oh, there is. Haha. Well, let's just say hi. Oh, there's someone behind me. Told you there was an ambush. I could feel it. Totally missed that strike. That's okay. This guy's got a shield, so he's pretty annoying. I would like to take the guy out with the axe, but he's kind of a bit of a pain, actually. Dodge away. Just trying to focus here so I don't get killed. There you go. I wanted to kill one of them at least. Now the axe guy's dead before he can hit us with his third strike. Alright, perfect. Now we'll be able to dispatch these easy enemies right here. Maybe. Got a backstab. Nice. That guy's gonna kill him. Okay, they both are actually, so that's fine. We'll just stay out of range, stay out of range. We got another ember, perfect, because we just used one, so I feel like we replenished the one that we wasted when we died. Now we can go inside this actual like cathedral area that we've been trying to get into this whole time. That looks like an enemy over there. We gotta be careful. Oh my gosh. Now I wonder if he's friendly. Huh, it's a giant. I wonder if that one's friendly too. We have made friends or befriended other giants, so maybe they will be friendly as well. These are the slimes from Dark Souls 1 that you encounter in the depths, so we know that they're weak to fire. That was easy, right? We know that. That's probably an ambush, right? Yep. Oh gosh, it's poison or something. I'm not sure if it's poison, but I don't like it. don't have any other flasks or anything, so we gotta be careful here. Take this guy out. Get hit in the face with some fire. That's fine. These guys have red eyes, but I don't know if I thought that indicated that they were like a little bit stronger, and maybe they are, but these are just different enemy types, so I'm not even sure where this one came from. We got the Deacon Robe and the Deacon Skirt. Very cool. We'll take a look at that real quick. Deacon Robe. Robe worn by deacons of the Cathedral of the Deep. The deep red pigment denotes the blessing of fire. In time, those dedicated to sealing away the horrors of the deep succumbed to their very power. It seemed that neither tending to the flame nor the faith could save them. Indeed. It says the exact same thing. Okay, very cool. Alright, so we got an elevator. Then we've got, oh, a closer path to the good old giant there. I feel like he'll kill us. Let's see what's down here. I'm looking for a bonfire or maybe a connecting pathway back to the cathedral bonfire, the one from the very beginning. So I'm just hopeful that we will connect to that. We open up this pathway. Let's see. Now, what lies ahead? Nothing over there. I can never tell if there's a summon sign or it's just lighting, because it's such a subtle summon sign in this game. Like, it's not huge and glowing and just like not really logical. And so it's like very faint glow. And, oh, nice. Okay, perfect. We have opened the door. This is perfect. So now we just have that pathway over there, I think, right? Did we not open that one? Nope, we haven't opened it yet. Let's go back to Firelink Shrine, level up, and then we're going to go, hopefully, I guess, slay a giant. Alright, bro, I'm going to go get a shower in and get ready for the day. I hope the rest of the stream goes great, and congratulations on the affiliate once again. You're amazing. You deserve it, brother. I hope your day is fantastic. Man, I feel the exact same way about you, my friend. Thank you so much for congratulating me on affiliate and supporting me, man. I couldn't have done it without your help. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great stream. I'll be sure to tune in because I'll be done here before long. And I'll be there to support you too, brother. But I'll see you soon, man. I'll catch you next time. And I am really looking forward to that Dragon Age. For sure. So I will, can't wait for you to do that. But Mortal Shell, I mean, yikes. Definitely got to watch that. So have a great rest of your day, man. I will see you soon. Let's go to Firelink Shrine. And go ahead and we're going to level up as much as we can. And we are going to top off on arrows because I feel like we're really lacking in the projectile department. Apparently we've burned through so many of our firebombs too. Now Grey Rat does sell them at 50% off. So we're going to use his services instead. But first, let's have some tea. Oh yes. Alright, let's do this. So let's level up a few times.
Welcome home,
Speak thine
very well.
heart.
Then touch the taken.
See you soon, man. Let's see here. So we can increase our strength by 1. I think that's worth it. The fact that it turns red really throws me off. It makes me think like I don't have sufficient souls to level, but it's fine. It just really confuses me when it does that. We can increase our health just a smidge as well. I'd like to push it up to 20 if possible. Now I'm out of souls. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's get a little beefier so we can take more hits. We can increase our dexterity to 30 next time around. But now I can upgrade my shield to the Crest Shield, which has superior everything, actually. So what we're going to do next is, Vigor is pretty nice. We're going to get our dexterity up to 30 and then push up our endurance as well. I would like to push up the endurance as high as I can. Not so much the endurance, I'm sorry, my vitality, so I can increase my equipment load. I would like to at some point change my armor from the amazing Lucatiel set to possibly that Fallen armor set, which looks amazing.
Ashen one.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like the Firekeeper says much, so she doesn't say much. I am going to give her the Umbral Ash and give her Paladin's Ashes, which we picked up a while back, actually. This is a perfect stopping point, not for the sake of the stream, but a nice intermission so we can come back and re-up. So we are going to see what she has in store for us now. Looks like she's got a few embers that we're definitely going to take off her at some point. I think we have our own alluring skull. She's got several sorceries for us as well. And let's see. The Exile Mask. These are the guys we defeated last time. The Iron Mask of the Watchdogs of Farron's Keep. After the Legion's Watchers became Lords of Cinder, the wolf blood dried up, and Farron was consumed by a festering wood. Within the wood, an emaciated old wolf commands watchdogs to defend the sanctity of sleeping warriors. Both the exiles were surely watchdogs themselves, for Farron has always been a land of itinerants. That is insane. It does look a little heavy, though. They always are kind of chunky. I would like the mask, which looks really good, actually, but okay. So let's see. These arrows here seem to be pretty cheap. Do they have fire arrows anywhere? Those are bolts, actually, so let's buy some arrows. I do not need... Let's just get 99. Go for a solid 99 arrows, and then we'll buy some other things from our other merchants. Perfect.
Ashen 1.
I'll bring more, I'll bring more. Now, we did pick up 2 Estus Flask shards.
Tis good what needs.
We'll go ahead and give him the Estus Flask. So, reinforce Estus Flask. Reinforce Estus Flask. We only had 2, so now we're up to 9 already. We'll give him the Farron Coal as well.
My,
See what he says.
this coal is from the Undead Legion, used to forge the weapons of Farron's Abyss Watchers. A fine prize. I'm honored to be endued with it.
You bet.
Now I'll be equipped to infuse special gems.
Very nice.
Praise the gods, eh? Time to put this brawn to use.
Good stuff.
There are two simple
Okay, he's just going to keep
ways
talking about his
combat.
normal stuff. We've exhausted his dialogue, then that's great. We got 9 Estus right now already. Repair equipment, reinforced weapon. I'm curious. Like, if we were to actually reinforce our Uchigatana, we don't have sufficient large Titanite shards, which that's fine. But I'm just confused of how... Oh, I see. It's just a different option right here. Infuse. So I could infuse it. So if I went here... Heavy does what? Heavy makes it strength scaling. Sharp makes it dex scaling. Refined is quality. Raw is probably just the raw strength increases a bit. No scaling at all. Fire gem. And dark. Oh, poison. Okay. Poison. Where am I at right now with the scaling, though? It's a C scaling. I don't understand that. That's so strange. 149 plus 48. So if I actually were to infuse it, it would jump up to 182, which is a, let's see. No. Sharp. So it'd be 140 plus 75, so slightly more. Let's try that. Well, we'll do that next time, actually, because I want to go ahead and purchase a few more fire bombs. I feel like that's going to be a little bit more beneficial for us right now.
Oh, he landed one.
I am back. Okay, so let's go ahead and purchase a bunch of fire bombs from this dude. There. And we went in. Oh, I don't really... Oh, okay. Any exceeding my inventory went to the storage. Perfect.
Goodbye. Oh, this place is...
You sit tight, young man. You seem very anxious for no reason. Let's go over here. Now, remember, we also had several tomes that we picked up, so we'll give him the Great Pyromancy Tome. Welcome. Alright, we'll give him a Pyromancy Tome. Give the Great Swamp Pyromancy Tome.
Yes, here we are. It's been long indeed. With this, I can teach you more sophisticated pyromancies.
Very nice.
Splendid. I can boast I am your tutor
love his
a
armor,
little
by the way.
longer.
So now let's learn Pyromancies. So I guess he did increase his knowledge a bit, so he now has a few more options for us. And of course, he still sells his Pyromancer set.
If you seek the lands of the lords, the home of Pyroman at least, that is where the place is called Izalith.
Izalith.
Well, these are old tales. If you seek the lands of the home of Pyroman at least, that is what the place is called.
Yeah, Izalith is
Well,
actually the
these
ruins of
are
Izalith
old
from Dark
tales.
Souls, so these are
No one knows.
actually
Do not be
real
gone too
places
long.
he's referring to, so that's
What is
awesome.
it?
We could definitely do that and see if we can actually find a way to get back to the ruins of Izalith, and maybe we could give him a I guess a primal flame like he asked
Champion
for.
of Earth, do you wish to hear a tale?
Let's see. We're gonna give her Divine Tome. I think this is one I can give her. Yeah, let's go ahead and give her this.
You've brought me a Braille Divine Tome. Now I can tell new tales of miracles.
Nice.
Tales of the greater miracles can be quite the epics. What fun we will have.
Excellent. So now I could technically learn more miracles from her. So at some point, we're going to purchase them all so we can actually complete her quest line. But for now, we're good. She sells the Saint's Ring, which allows additional
pleasant
attunement of
journey.
slots as well. So that's very good. Let's go ahead and talk with her and
champion,
see if there's anything else we need to
You
do
know,
here.
in my home of Kara, I would be pleased, though, to be if I had a
And then she said she's blind. Okay, so we're all good there.
Journey.
So we're going to continue trying to find more Braille tomes for her. And we're going to make sure that they're never of the dark kind. If they're of the dark category, unfortunately, you know, that may prove to be an issue because it would actually stop her quest line and or give her the bad ending necessarily. So we don't want to do that if we don't have to. So let's go talk to our friend Orbeck here. I didn't even realize that was him.
Oh, you're again. I'm Orbeck of Vinheim, here to teach you sorceries. Let us begin with the basics. The ideal sorcerer bears the twin faces of the dragon. You could at least act as if you're paying
I don't even know what
attention.
that means. Bears the twin faces of the dragon. I am not entirely sure what he's referring to. But he does have some pretty cool spells. Fair and Flash, so not sure what that is. That looks really cool. It's actually a sword you can have formed with souls, or you can reinforce your weapon. Very cool. Or a great sword. That is awesome. Now, I wish we could use Spook. That'd be really cool because it prevents fall damage. It seems like we have the stat requirements for it, so maybe we can purchase this in the future because we could be more sneaky. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to
I
him.
don't mean to seem overbearing, but have you forgotten?
He wants his
In
knowledge.
exchange for my sorceries, you are to bring me knowledge.
I'll get you
in the
some
form of
knowledge.
scroll detailing the secrets of sorcery.
I'll find
I
him.
hope you're not one to break a promise. I don't mean to say
Oh
for
gosh, he's one of those
Come again.
needy tutors. He's like, well, I'll teach you, but you have to do something for me. I get it, I get it. Let's talk to our friend over here. We're going to interact with Yol before long and draw our true strength.
Gaining admission to the Legion is a matter of
So he's still talking about the same stuff. Let's go talk to our long-fingered friend. Leonhard, I think.
Now invade, and if you come on.
He's so awesome. Okay. Let's talk to Ludlith again. See if he can transpose anything cool. I don't think we got any additional items, but let me just double check here. No, it's all the same. No new boss souls for us. Alright, cool. Now let's go ahead and return back to the bonfire and the cleansing chapel. And once we're here, we'll be able to continue our exploration. We're going to go back the other path and actually enter the threshold of that church. We will actually go towards the path of the giant. And I would like to kill him. Well, I mean, actually, I just feel like it's going to be an ambush because I'm assuming he's going to be violent or an enemy. Because we're just low enough now. Like in the very beginning, you could see him. So you kind of have the mystery of is he good, is he bad? Well, on that level that we're at, where we ended up taking the elevator instead, he's just low enough now or high enough now to actually be able to reach us. So I assume that's exactly what's going to happen. Unfortunately, he does seem to be like, you know, an enemy NPC, which kind of sucks because I wish we could find ways to befriend him, like we did the very first giant. But I don't think we'll be so fortunate. I love this armor. It looks fantastic. As I've mentioned before, very Count of Monte Cristo. Oh, we got these fools over here. We'll just leave them be. Alright, so let's see. Nope, yep, he's awake. And... no, he is mad. Okay, see, I told you. And he strikes really fast. I'm not sure how we're going to get through that. Okay, he likes to just rest, though, after a few strikes. Let's get through, then. I am afraid we're going to get hit here. Oh, gosh. Okay. We can lock on him already. Oh, no, 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 no! Okay. Nice, we got the dodge, very cool. Soul of a Nameless Soldier, that's gonna not be worth it. We got Lloyd's Sword Ring, very cool. Huh. Exploding Bolts, nice. Nice try, excellent ambush attempt actually. You almost had me. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm running. There was a crossbow user there, and also this guy that was trying to self-destruct, so I didn't want to mess around with that too much. What the heck? There is going to be so many different pathways here. Okay, as long as the giant doesn't just come out of nowhere, I think we should be fine. There's an elevator over there as well. Let's go check. Oh, not an elevator. I'm sorry, a ladder. There's a thrall there, too. My favorite. He's like, damn, that hurt. He got me. Another thrall. Actually, that is an ooze. Primordial ooze. 2 strikes for you, good sir. 1 for this guy. Should be dead. Seek guidance. That's a miracle that we probably will never use. We got this guy over here too. Very nice. Have him strike us so we can deflect and then kill him with 2 weapons or 2 strikes there. Another thing we need to do is we forgot to switch our shield out. So goodbye, Silver Eagle Kite Shield. We're going to go to the Crest Shield instead, which is superior in almost every way. Statistically, anyways. Alright, so let's come back up here. I'm not really sure if this is the right path, but let's just do it. Let's commit to something here. There's a blood stain there, so that's fun. Okay. Got a backstab in on her. Okay, I was going to say that huge back of yours should be in prime target. Alright, she's dead. Gonna make sure we have our Estus equipped. We've got plenty of health. I'm really liking that. This seems to be a path to possibly the lower area we can face up with the giant. Let's just double check if there's anything else around here. So far, it's just been kind of ambushy. We got an ember. Very nice. And this is the freaking crossbow user that was shooting us. And now he's dead. Okay, cool. Did that guy fall down the ladder or something? Yeah, he must have. Oh, kids these days. He just rushed down and fell down like a ladder shaft. Not quite an elevator shaft, but that is too funny. Okay, so now we can... let's go back down, or go back the way we came and see if we can figure out where to go next. This is where we're getting chased, and then we could go down here. Okay, very nice. It's all coming together now. Another pathway down there. Ooh, that's a... be wary of chest. That's usually a good sign that's a mimic. Also, we see the chain facing us, and we see a blood stain right in front of a chest. Very unlikely that it's anything else other than a silly mimic. Let's actually go ahead and equip these in our slot. Here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to see if something works here. I'm going to try to increase my item discovery. So let's just double check our stat really quickly. It's now 159. And then we're going to pop a rusted coin as well. This should increase our item discovery as well. So let's see. Let's see exactly what it does. Now our item discovery is 210. That is fantabulous. Now we'll go ahead and shoot him with or throw an undead hunter charm at him. That's going to put him to sleep. A deep braille divine tome. Probably not something we need there. Put him back to sleep again. That is terrifying. Oh. He didn't give us anything that time. I like how he's yawning. Like, oh. We only have 2-3 more attempts. Oh, actually, 1 more attempt after this. I don't know if he's going to give us anything. This is how you farm them, though, usually. This is the last attempt right here. Wow. He didn't give us anything. So the only other way to possibly get the symbol of avarice is just to kill him. So let's try that. Oh gosh, I almost got grabbed there. Now he has a very similar moveset to the Mimic in Dark Souls 1. So very different actually from the Dark Souls 2 counterparts that pretty much go Exorcist on you and start flipping around like crazy. Well, we tried. We did increase our item discovery to 210 and we still didn't get the symbol of avarice. So we'll try and farm the next one. I don't have any other undead hunter charms, so unfortunately we did burn through them, but we can always purchase some more. I'm sure Grey Rat or the Shrine Handmaiden will sell them in their shops. Okay, so I don't see any items or anything like that. So this must mean, yep, there's going to be an enemy. Of course. I see you. This guy's buffed up. I think he used maybe his weapon skill or something. Whoa, okay. We're going to have to dodge this guy instead. While he's buffing, we're going to miss a strike. I was going to try and punish him for it, but maybe not. Didn't realize they were blocked off there. That kind of sucks. Whoa, okay, so where he hits actually explodes too. That's insane. What is up, McKinnister? How you doing, friend? I'm over here just trying to figure this guy out. He came out of nowhere. And his buff or his weapon skill is amazing. I wish we had something like that. It's possible. I don't know. But if there's a way to get this buff that he has where your strikes cause like explosive damage, I want that. That would make me want to be a miracle kind of guy or a cleric type build. Haven't hit him once yet. We're not having the best luck with this guy. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing really great. You know, super exciting news is yesterday I actually reached affiliate. So I just am pretty much on cloud 9 right now. Super excited. And I'm just trying to get through the Cathedral of the Deep. Yesterday we did a bonus stream just to announce that. And then today we're just finishing up this area. Trying to find the best way through it. But again, look at that. Look at that. Those little, where he hit is going to explode. Like those contact points. That's amazing. Ooh, I was trying to actually break his guard, but I don't know if you can do that with a Great Shield, maybe. Maybe not. I need a proper heal without getting attacked. He's going to try and use a miracle. We're going to backstab him if we can, or not. We're just going to let him heal. That's fine. We're friendly like that. Get a backstab on him. There you go. Still doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's better than nothing. Our criticals are pretty weak, actually, with the Uchigaten. I think it's only slightly increased. I would like to kick your shield. Ah, but he's definitely a great sword user. Oh, that was... Okay, I did break his guard there. I was looking at the animation, wasn't quite sure if I nailed it, but we did. So, you can actually stop the tanks from being so tanky. Gonna move away from this explosion. Get hit in the face. That was very tough. Those enemies are incredibly difficult. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm liking this game a little bit more every time I watch it. Yeah, dude, it is nice. It is very good. I really like Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 1, again, I feel very comfortable with because I have the most hours in it. Dark Souls 2 is so amazing to me. Like, I literally think that it's probably my favorite in the series. And then Dark Souls 3 is like, literally, it's like the best hits of Dark Souls 1 and 2. Because you have a bunch of cool callbacks from Dark Souls 2. And, of course, most of the mechanics from Dark Souls 1. But it doesn't play like either of those. It plays a lot like Bloodborne, actually. It doesn't really reward that tank type combat or that one-hit trade combat. It's very different. It's more so rewarding aggressive combat and a lot of dodge type maneuvers, things like that. So, oh my gosh, Longfinger Kirk, please tell me that's... Yes, I can tell already. This is awesome. Okay, I gotta make sure I'm not gonna get ambushed. Alright. Longfinger Kirk, I guess his name changed ever so much because I guess he's still fitting with the theme of the fingers, right? That makes sense. Rosaria's fingers are essentially the Dark Wraiths. Now, funny thing is, Kirk wasn't a Dark Wraith. He just used the orb to invade, but he actually was part of the Chaos Covenant because he was helping that spider chick. All those rolls. I forgot. This armor looks so nice. I used this armor in a challenge when I did for Dark Souls 1. It was my spiked shield only run. And initially it was just like thorns only. So I would just use everything spiky. And it was amazing. Oh gosh, he hits really hard though. And he's dead. We'll go ahead and top off. We have absolutely no health left. Only 3,600 souls, so... Oh, nice. It must be guaranteed drops for some of these. We got the Barb Straight Sword and the Spike Shield. His signature weapons. And, of course, the other games. Oh, yeah, this is good. Let's check them out real quick. I am super excited about that. The Barb Sword. Very nice. Oh man, let's see how good it is though. It is descaling, so it's a quality weapon technically because it's got equal scaling in strength and dexterity. So not the best scaling there, but it's got some bleed to it, so that's not bad. Aside from that, let's check out the shield. The shield also has bleed, which is so cool. Oh, it's a beast of a shield too. It's better in everything except it does have 91... Oh, no, it's not. It's not better. Why isn't it red? That's weird. I guess because I haven't compared it to the shield. There you go. So 91. It's actually worse in every category. But I'm sure it could be upgraded. And it only requires 14 strength, 12 strength and 12 dexterity, which we already have. So that is really cool. Let's take a look and read the item description. Sword of Longfinger Kirk, the infamous Knight of Thorns. This sword's blade is lined with countless deadly thorns. The thorns of this ominous weapon induce heavy bleeding. Stance. While in stance, use normal attack. Okay, we know that. Its vicious design makes it an effective weapon, and its thorns can inflict heavy bleeding on those unfortunate enough to be struck. Shield Strike. Yeah, that is awesome. I am super excited about that. I hope we can get his armor. I'm sure we can. I don't remember Kirk being featured in Dark Souls 2, and we went through just about everything and got invaded by everybody possible, pretty much. So I am curious to see if we could actually... get his armor at some point. Oh, lovely. Lovely. We got the other one over here just running around like crazy. Somehow we got 2 flasks. 2 bonus flasks. I am not sure how. Let's go over here and clear this other area out first before we engage with the giant, because I see him over there, but I don't want to die. I hope this isn't poisonous. We're going to check. Oh, it's just mucky, though, so it really slows us down. That sucks. No worries. So we have this area over here, which I'm not sure. Oh, gosh, there's another giant. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. So there's more than one giant already. Alright, that's fine. It's good to know, but we got to stay away. I don't want to aggro both of them at the same time. That could be a really, really bad day for us if we do that. Let's go this way, though, first to see if we can maybe get the drop on some of the enemies that are maybe trying to ambush us. Completely lost my lock on there. That's fine. Get him out of the way. We're going to kill as many enemies as we can in hopes that we can actually get some of our health back. Maybe our Estus will come back. We're going to shoot him right in the butt. Waited till the last second. Why not? That guy's just watching his cronies get killed. This guy should come over here now. Or not. He's going to shoot his blow dart instead. Gotcha. There you go. Now we have to fight this guy, which is really strong. Not looking forward to that, but let's check and see if there's anything over here that might help us. Okay, there's a whole other passageway down there. Okay, yikes. Here's this guy again. He sees me. What does this do? Oh, I don't know what this does. Hold on. Scared. Oh, it raises up a gate. Maybe preventing the giants from coming at us. Alright. You're crazy. You're crazy. Slow down, please. This guy's so aggressive. I'm going to fight him over in this area so we don't aggro the giant. Nice shield bash. Got the critical. No, we didn't. We tried. Oh, gosh. That was nice. I think that was just emit force, though, so it didn't actually kill us or damage us. Now, that will definitely damage us because he's got, like, some buff on it right now. That's going to be a problem. Go ahead and flask up. We did get a third. Going to back away here as well. Once he puts his shield up, we'll try and bait the shield break here if we can. Nope, he got a bash instead on us. No good. Got another shield bash on us. This guy's tough. Very tough. We're going to keep trying to be smart, though, and dodge away as we can. Got another shield bash on us, unfortunately. This guy is a beast. Nope, he got us again. We burned through all of our additional Estus, too, which really sucks. There you go. We barely beat him, but fortunately, it was worth it. We got the Great Mace and Cathedral Knight Gauntlets. Let's check out the Great Mace really quickly. Man, I am worried. We're not doing too good in this department. Those knights are very strong. This is a large mace wielded by the Knights of the Cathedral of the Deep. The extremely heavy strike attacks of this weapon are devastating and will break weaker shields with a single blow. Wow. Wielding such a weapon will require inhuman strength. Inhuman, you say? It's my least favorite, but it's still a great game. Yeah, I agree. I think it's excellent. I love this one. It's really good, but I'm not sure yet. Until I play all of them and beat all of them, I'm not gonna make the determination just yet. I gotta be fair. I will play Elden Ring, actually. I'm really looking forward to it. In fact, my schedule for the next few days will be trying to beat Dark Souls 3 by the 10th, if possible. And then we'll be featuring some Horizon Zero Dawn and then Horizon Forbidden West, because I was able to pick up a copy of the Collector's Edition. After that, pretty much from the 18th to the 25th, we'll beat Horizon Forbidden West. And then we'll be playing Elden Ring from the 25th and onward. So I definitely plan to play Elden Ring as much as possible. I'm going to beat it, of course, and then we'll try and see if we can get some cool challenge runs in, things like that. It's going to be amazing. It's a Souls-like game, so I'm definitely going to be featuring it. And after we play it so much that we hate it, then we'll go back to the other Souls games, the originals. We actually went down here, and that's where we got the poison bite ring, so I'm not going to go down there again. But yeah, I definitely have every intention to play it multiple times, actually. So we're going to beat it, our casual blind playthrough, and then we'll probably do some challenge runs or maybe some build guides, all kinds of cool ideas. So hopefully, if you don't mind spoilers and things like that, hopefully you'll be sure to join. That'd be great. You're more than welcome. But yeah, Elden Ring is going to be fantastic. And then after we play Elden Ring, I do plan on circling back through the other FromSoft games like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Bloodborne. And yes, we reached it. Billy Ashley? Sounds like a real person. Alright, cool. So now we all re-upped, which is perfect. We've opened both passageways to this area. We also have this up here, which is fantastic. But we're now ready to go back and face off with some of these beasts over here. I am tired of getting just manhandled by those giant knights. Or those tower shield wielding knights. The thing is so funny about that is I literally was just complaining about how the tower shield was so weak and stuff. Because in Dark Souls 2, like, I couldn't feel like a proper tank no matter what I did. Like, I leveled as much as I could in vitality or vigor, technically, in that game. So I tried to get a real beefy, have a decent amount of stamina to take. I had a good shield, had a very strong weapon, and still, I didn't ever feel very tanky. I would be knocked around like crazy. So that really nice tank feel that you had in Dark Souls 1 was just gone. Now, I think that Dark Souls 2 was maybe just the beginning of that transition to play a little bit more like Bloodborne, where you didn't have to be a tank and it was more so rewarding different types of playstyles. But tank was just not the way to go. I thought strength is usually the build I go for in a game that I play, like for the first time in a long time, or if I'm just very first playing it, because this is a safe play style. But I was mistaken. It was very tough to play that way, and it's really not my preferred style of gameplay anyways. I'm usually much more aggressive, so some of the bosses that were proving so difficult, I was able to finally beat them once the Dark Lurker was the very last boss, once I actually just discarded that notion of just sticking with the tank. Did I just roll to the side? That's a cool animation. Let's go kill these guys first, because honestly they're going to be more of a problem. And it looks like I don't use stamina while I'm outside of combat either, so even if I am running, it doesn't use stamina. That is awesome. I just realized that because I have the auto HUD on right now. That's the option where the HUD doesn't just show up all the time. I think as long as I'm not in combat, it doesn't burn stamina. See, I'm going to do this. I'm sprinting in circles, and now I'm going to... Yeah, that's crazy. Now it works. All right, let's go kill this guy. And then we're going to kill the giant. Come on. I'm ready. Oh, he's going this way. He's a madman. Oh my gosh. I got backed into a corner there. The one thing is the Uchigatana does not have a ton of range. Shield bash for the win. Should have dodged to the side there instead. It's okay. It happens. I'm going to go ahead and flask up while he's doing a heavy strike. Dodge away again. I would love to get a backstab, but it doesn't actually do much more damage than what we're already doing, so it's much easier just to get these light strikes in. We got a Titanite shard for our troubles. Let's go ahead and see if we can aggro these guys. The Flamberge wielding one's really annoying. They do cause bleed buildup, and they have a lot more life as well, so we gotta be careful. Now, I do want to see and make sure if there are any other thralls around. Also need to drink tea so I don't lose my voice. Alright. Let's see. I don't want to be ambushed, but gosh, we are moving really slow here. Looks like the giant is still asleep for now. But we are very heavy, which sucks. Really sucks. Okay. You're next. He sees us, so no need to try and do this ranged battle stuff. He should come our way. There you go. 2 strikes for him. He's dead. Now we have 7 Estus flasks to face off with this giant. I say we do it. Alright. Oh gosh. Okay, we're going to try our standard giant fighting techniques. Which you stay behind him, hit him in the ankles. Not really staying behind him very successfully, though. He is circling around really good, actually. So far, though, we've avoided most of his attacks. That's a good sign. Oh, gosh. I'm going to spam as much as I can here. Dodge behind. He doesn't seem to have stomps. Never mind. As I was saying that, I realized he was doing a stomp attack. I lied. Okay, he doesn't seem to be too bad then. He's not the worst giant we've faced off with. We have fought far worse giants. He's got a ton of health, though. I wonder if we're even supposed to beat him. I can't see his health as it is, but he is not dying yet. Let's just keep spamming health here. He hit us for the first time, and it wasn't nearly as devastating as I thought it'd be, so not too concerning. His toenails look just like mine. That's disgusting. Oh gosh, there we go. Guy didn't want to die. I have no clue how much health he has. I think we finally killed him, though. I heard his guttural scream, so we finished him off. That was scary. Whew. Okay. We didn't get anything for that, but that's fine. There are plenty of items to pick up along the way, so we should be fine. Oh, maybe we did. Large Titanite Shard and Dung Pie. It makes sense that we'd get Dung Pies, considering where we're in. The area that we're at right now. We got the Maiden set. Very cool. This is terrible. The movement is just at a crawling pace here. We got the soul of a nameless soldier as well. Let's see if we can open this door. Probably not. Yes, we can. So, you know, as we know in Dark Souls, you can only open doors from one side. They're all one-way kind of doors, so very interesting. We got this passageway as well. We still have to go back some. Backtrack and go explore some other paths because I'm starting to get a little bit lost. So let's see what this does first while we're here. We got the Saint Bident. Very nice. Instead of a trident, that's funny. Homeward Bone. Let's make sure we're not going to get ambushed. Check out some of the stuff we got. So we got the Saint Bident. Let's go ahead and check it out. Silver Bident, decorated by a holy symbol, formerly wielded by Saint Klimt. He discarded this weapon that draws upon one's faith on the day that he put his own faith behind him. So it is just a thrust type weapon, just a spear. So nothing special there. And then we did get the Maiden set. It is soft and well made, but ill-suited for use in battle. It's a white hood worn by traveling maidens, part of their formal attire, regardless of rank. So that's similar to the set that the that one cleric chick or the maiden was wearing in Dark Souls 1. So very cool. Yep, no other item descriptions. They don't have any varying item descriptions based on the part you're looking at, so that's fine. Alright, cool. So I liked it. That was a finite path, so we're able to get a Bident, and we got the maiden set as well. So let's come up here. Let's go finish our exploration. You know what we can do? I think I'm going to check something out really quickly. This is a boss weapon that, aside from increasing our item discoverability, kind of is a little underwhelming. If I should say so myself. So we're going to use... Wait. The weapon skill. That way we can quick step aside. I saw it say quick step, and the first thing I thought it was Bloodborne, so... I figured it'd be pretty useful in the same regard. Allows us to increase our mobility ever so slightly. Okay, so we pulled a lever, so that's why that giant wall is up now. That's this one right here. We killed that giant over there. Okay, so we could go this pathway, or we could aggro this giant as well. Now, I see enemies in that pool already. This must be the other lever. Very nice. They seem to have different lighting. That's why I was able to tell from afar. Okay, so now we got the second wall up. I don't know what that's for. Maybe in the event that we aggroed both giants, we could just run through here to protect ourselves. Not entirely sure. But we're going to come back and kill this giant in just a moment. Let's go up these stairs and see what's beyond this pathway over here. Now, I think it was downstairs. We opened this up, but I don't remember what happened after this. We saw that dude, yep. I think we actually just opened up the pathway to the bonfire, right? Oh yeah, we did actually over here. We sure did. But we didn't check out this pathway over here. So let's do that first, and then we'll go fight the giant. If it makes sense. If not, we'll go fight the giant. Enemies already. This is pretty much where we were fighting the crossbow wielding enemy. I don't think oh, there's a ladder up there. I guess we could definitely check that out. Let's see what is behind door number 2. So we'll climb up this ladder right here and see where it takes us. There's another enemy over here. He's a bit stronger. We have another Bell of Awakening over here. He gave us the deep ring. Very nice. Let's take a look at that ring. That must have been a guaranteed drop. So rings typically don't drop as a loot item. Allows attunement of additional spells. Let's go ahead and read the item description though. It's bestowed upon the deacons of the cathedral. In the cathedral slumber things most terrible. Oh, okay. In the cathedral slumber things. Okay, basically bad things slumber in the cathedral. Gosh, that's weird. And as such, the deacons require a grand narrative to ensure they do not falter in their duty, a philosophy to ward away the madness beckoned by the grotesqueries at hand. That is awesome. Alright, let's just check real quick what's over here, if there's anything at all. I don't know if this is the same pathway that we had explored previously, though. I feel like it might be. But I don't remember those enemy types, so we're going to have to come back here in a minute, okay? Because I want to go kill the giant, and then we can go explore the rest of this area. I feel like this will lead us to another area or take us a little further than we want to be, so I don't want to go off on a branching path that's so far off the beaten path that I don't even know where the heck I'm going. Because I kind of get mixed up sometimes. So we're going to drop down instead. We will remember that there's an elevator by the bonfire. But let's go back instead, retrace our steps, go kill that second giant. I did see there were some ooze enemies nearby, so we're going to use our fire bombs as much as possible. Fortunately, we have a full stock, and we still have about 6 flasks, so we're going to be good. Those guys are just wriggling around because they're just dead. And let's go back over here. Let's kill the fire dudes. Or these dudes, the slimes. Again, they're super weak to fire, so as long as we can use the fire bombs on them, they're pretty much 2 shots. All it takes. I don't want to fight the giant and the slimes at the same time, so that's great. Look at that. What a great image there. He doesn't aggro unless you're very, very close to him, which is really good for us. I'm going to see if I can bring him along this way. Come here, Slimy. Unfortunately, I don't want to jump in there, so I'll just kill him the old-fashioned way, and then, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's other slimes. I can lock on to either one of his legs or even his upper body and head. So there's 4 lock-on points for this enemy alone, but I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm trying to actually fight these enemies here. Now, hopefully he can chill, so we're going to just move away. He threw some dung at us. That's not very nice. I have a feeling he's going to stay in his pit. Yeah, he's either locked in there or something. We'll kill these guys. Very nice. Now I will top off my health. I know it's pretty much full, but I don't trust that area very much at all. So, alright, so we're going to switch over to our daggers, use our quick step. Get in position. Oh, no, we're not. There's still an enemy over here. Dang it. Okay, we could just throw one of these bad boys. There it is. Now we gotta switch our dagger out for our Uchigatana instead. Had the bow out, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. That could be a problem. Alright, menuing fails. Trying not to lock onto his ankles, but you know, it happens. Now I'm gonna dash forward, heal up again. Now we're just gonna focus on him if we can. There you go, that should do the trick. Now we can actually freaking fight the giant. We'll pick up all these items, don't worry. I just need to kill the giant, though right now I'm just struggling. There are way too many enemies around us. Ooh, there's another enemy on the staircase right now. Looks crazy. I think it's one of those maggot things. But we can stay over here. We won't aggro him, so let's just stay over here then. Hit his toenails. Dodge. Doing good to damage the crap out of him right here. Switching between either one of his vulnerable ankles, which is nice. As he continues pivoting, we're able to deal more and more damage to each foot. I think that's it. I believe he's dead. Okay, perfect. So that was awesome. Not sure if he's going to give us anything, but we can definitely check and see if he does. Then we got this thing over here. I don't know if it's bad or not. I can't lock onto it. It's just dead. That's disgusting. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe the giant killed it on accident. He gave us a large Titanite shard and 4 dung pies again. We got the Drang hammers. That is awesome. Let's see what those do. It's actually a dual wield type weapon too. So these are strength and dexterity. Actually requires a little bit of both. Paired hammers of the Drang Knights, descendants from the land known for the legend of the linking of the fire. When the Drang Knights disbanded, they scattered across the land as sellswords. They quickly became known for shieldless, aggressive tactics that struck fear in the hearts of men. Drang. Maybe like Drang Lake? Because the interesting thing is they said the land known for the linking of the fire. Well, I'll tell you right now that my hollow, or my bearer of the curse, did not link the fire. He watched the world burn. Hopefully this is all the Drang set. We got the Drang armor, Drang gauntlets, very awesome. Please be the other two pieces. Drang shoes. I didn't get the Drang helmet. Got all the other Drang stuff though. Let's see. We're gonna switch over to our little dagger so we can get a little bit more mobility. Let's see, where the heck are you hiding this stuff? See anything over here? I don't see any other items either, so that's fine. Maybe he was supposed to drop it, but because he got killed by the giant, he didn't? Not entirely sure. Let's go up here and see if we can make it safely to the other side without getting killed or ambushed or something. But yeah, we didn't get the Drang helmet, so that is concerning. Makes me feel like I missed something. Didn't mean to lock onto the wall there. What we're going to do is hopefully pull this guy's aggro so he can come face off with us over here. He doesn't run much. Doesn't have a sense of urgency. Those guys that are sitting down probably won't bother us unless we bother them. So let's see. We got an Ember. Now I'm really curious to see if there's a Drang helmet. We got every other item over there. I'm gonna have to look that up and make sure that we didn't miss any items there. But we got those two enemies over there as well. Let's just bypass this guy for now. He's kind of a pain. Let's see, we got these two separate pathways. This doesn't actually lead to anything. Lovely. Go off to the side. Make sure we didn't aggro that guy. We didn't. We haven't seen any traps or anything like that lately, which is good. A good sign. Let's see, does this go up? It goes up. So another, it seems like they're trying to force us to go up towards this tower area. So maybe we can just check it out and see what all we got. There's been 2 elevators already, or 2 lifts. We got another set of these giant double doors that we can open again. So this is an incredibly massive area that has all these different pathways, but I'm just not sure. Oh, okay, now I know where we're at. I was gonna say, I'm just not sure how it all connects, and looks like I stand mistaken. So that's how we initially got into the area where we were on the rooftops, and this now is open for us. Okay, cool. So at least it's starting to make some sense. I like to try and make the connections if I can, so I know exactly where I'm going. Otherwise, I just lose my my bearings here. There's our boy Sigurd. We'll talk to him in a minute. We got the dual charm. And not duel as in 2, but duel as in duel. Like I challenge you to a duel. Be wary of message. Be wary of betrayal. What?
Well, you look reasonably sane. I am a knight of Katarina. I've managed to track down this cathedral store of
That's not
treasure.
Sigurd?
It's right over there, across that narrow part. Treasure. Always so close, yet so far.
Oh gosh, I'm quite the pickle indeed. What? Okay, so Sigurd's acting like he doesn't know us. He must be getting more hollow, but the thing is, he's an unkindled, so he shouldn't be hollow, and he shouldn't forget.
Just hold your horses a moment. I know. Treasure is so sorely tempting. I know.
What is, bro? Let's go see. Cutscene. Oh my gosh.
Shame on you, you greedy guts.
Patches? Oh my gosh, he was disguised.
Thought you could outwit an onion.
Oh my gosh. Because his voice changed, and I knew something was wrong. Then I was like putting it all together. Treasure, treasure, treasure. Now he tricked us. Oh, well, there is no giant because I've killed him, so haha. What a jerk. What happened to Sigurd? Did he kill him? Oh no, he probably ruined his line. Yeah, he gets me every time.
Where's the bloody giant?
I killed the bloody giants, actually.
How dare you? Have you no shame?
You were gonna trick me.
Damn.
Alright, I'm gonna go confront him and kill him. Well, maybe not kill him, but I really want to see if there's a Drang helmet. I am so mad about that. There's gotta be. I'm just not sure how I missed it. I definitely did, though, because I would have been able to pick it up, so. We'll find it, though. Eventually. Okay, Mr. Patches. I'm coming for ya. I'm gonna go the same route. I don't want to aggro that crazy strong knight. I will defeat him maybe on the way back, because it looks like those deacons are guarding something. I can't really tell. Usually when they're not facing you, they're usually guarding something, so it's like draws your attention to it, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's take this lift up, go kill Patches, or at least confront him about his lies. Normally when you confront him, then he gets, you know, he tries to butter you up and stuff. Okay, that's the door that we just opened to the entrance. Now we can drop down here, and we grabbed the dual charms, and then we got tricked by Patches, that fool. He's not even there. Of course he's not. Oh, come on. Is that him over there? That is. Oh, come on. So I have to actually lower these things again, don't I? Okay. No worries. I have to raise the lifts again. That fool. Okay, so before we drop down to our deaths, because I don't have spook or any other kind of fall damage negation, let's go back. Oh, he's so annoying. What a troll. Alright, we're going to drop down here. We're going to... I don't know exactly which bridge we need to pull, so I'm going to pull all those levers. Let's see. Not sure which bridge we need to activate. Let's see. I should survive this. I'll take a little bit of damage. We got this lever over here. Go ahead and pull this one, and then the other one's on the other side near that knight that I think we have not killed this go around because we did sit at a bonfire, so he may have respawned. Oh, Patches, you actually got me that time. The first time in Demon Souls, and then after that I knew he was bad in Dark Souls. I don't even remember Patches in Dark Souls 2, to be honest. Oh, he was Pate. Ill-mannered Pate. Alright, we got... Where's the other one? There it is. Oh, what jerks. Now we can go back. I gotta remember, I gotta take note. Mental note. Need to find the Drang helmet. Because I don't see it anywhere. Definitely feel like I missed it. Because we got all the other pieces of the Drang set, so that just concerns me. We got the hammers and the other 3 pieces there. Let me just check over here real quick. We'll use some FP to get some faster movement here. Yeah, nothing. It's not like a weird angle thing that I missed, so I'm not sure. Alright, hopefully we're done with that muck, because now I'd like to change back to the Crystal Sage's Rapier, which has better item discoverability. Okay, now we can go back to our favorite Charlatan. And you know, to be honest, I like Patches a lot, but one of my other favorite NPCs, so I have like 3 favorite NPCs. There's probably more, but my top like 3 would have to be Vendrick. I truly like Vendrick a lot. But he's not much of an NPC. He's more like a, I don't know, story type character. But a true NPC would be Lucatiel of Mira, and then the Marvelous Chester. Marvelous Chester is amazing. That was pretty much like a callback before Bloodborne even existed, right? It was like a future callback, which was awesome. And how come this is not up? Is there not a switch over here then? What am I missing here? I literally thought that I raised the two bridges up that I had before. So there's the one. I have no clue what to do. I guess I could just cross over this way, right? Maybe. Nope, not quite. Because I have to make a jump that I cannot make. I am not sure how the hell to get over there. That's fine. The other thing could be the order in which I pulled the levers, I guess. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay. So here we go. Backtracking again. That's the way out, so we don't need to do that just yet. That's the main entrance, actually. So we'll just drop down again. I'm sorry that for all the backtracking. I thought that we'd actually be able to make some progress. That is super annoying. Alright, whatever. We're gonna kill these guys then, just because I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm also kind of afraid these guys might aggro, so... Take them out before they become a threat. There's another big knight over there, so I'm gonna kill anybody that's sitting in these little pews here. Now I got two on me. Oh, he's got a sword though. Not as bad as the shield, I guess. Alright, here goes. I need the sword, not the sword user, but the shield user. That's fine. We'll go with this guy. Nice. Gonna die over here. We'll grab this item real quick and see what it is. A longsword. Dudes, y'all can unaggro. Like, you go back to your little spot. You, on the other hand, face me. Come on. I wanted to kill the other people sitting down because I figured they'd be striking like crazy and they'd interrupt all my attempts to avoid, you know, getting these other people aggroed. So I'm glad we killed them ahead of time, but these guys are tough. These guys are no joke at all. Another shield bash. He times those so perfectly, unfortunately. Unfortunately for us. And then you're dead. Very nice. That is the way it's supposed to go. Now we're going to see if we can kill this guy as well. Now we only have one flask, so we got to make sure it counts. That was a strange attack. I wonder if that was a grab or what. Not sure what that's supposed to be. Nice uppercut. Totally flipped me up. There you go. A massive greatsword. This is crazy. Crazy kick attack too. Alright, dude. Chill out. That was terrifying. Okay, so we didn't get an Estus for that, but that's fine. We got an Ember instead. Very cool. I will take that. Enemy was very tough. Very nice. They died really loud for some reason. Not sure why. Let's go see if there's anything up here. I don't think there is. This is the top level of the area that we just were fighting in. Let's see if there's anything around there. I thought they'd be guarding an item, but I guess not. More summon signs. Horus the Hushed. Horus is actually Henri's guardian or friend, so that's really cool. There was nothing here. I thought they'd be guarding something. Losers. Let's go this way instead and see if there's anything on this upper little platform here. Doesn't look like there is. I feel like this is probably a boss area because we have a summon sign and then we have this over here. Yep, we even have a boss fog. Don't want to mess with that, but we can at least check and see what's down here. No other boss fogs. I know in Dark Souls 2 you could pretty much summon a whole army and go into a boss fight, which was awesome. But the NPCs did get a bunch of bonus health, so that kind of sucked. Henri and Horus, very cool. You could summon up to 3 in Dark Souls, at least Skull of the First Sin, so very nice. Alright, so those guys didn't drop anything, that's fine. The only thing we should do is we should pretty much just go back to the bonfire and then re-up our flasks, go kill the boss. The only other thing we need to do is go to that initial area that was up above. I don't even remember where that's at. Super annoying. Okay, let's see. Let's use a homeward bone. We haven't used one of these in a long freaking time. So we don't need, well, we could go to the shrine, I guess. And then we'll go to the last bonfire that we rested at. From there, we'll go up that other pathway that was pretty much the other side. It was the other lift, actually, that took us and got us the deep ring. So we're going to need to figure out where that was again. And we are going to go that pathway. And then from there, we'll be able to, I guess, search the rooftops and see what all we can find. Alright. Where did the Firekeeper go?
Welcome home. Speak. Very well. Then take none.
Alright, so man, the health gains are just crazy big in this right now. 202, so not a bunch of scaling there. Man, I'd rather almost get a little bit more health, but our vitality could also be increased just a bit. What to do? What to do? I just really like having a good amount of health. I'm gonna do that for now.
Farewell, Ashley the
Goodbye. Alright, let's see if there's anything else we can purchase while we're here, and then let's go ahead and head back to the boss. So maybe I can upgrade my Uchigatana to Sharpened. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else she really had for us that we needed. We could technically buy a handful of those. That wouldn't be a terrible thing. A bad idea, but let's see. We'll keep our souls for now. We'll keep them. Alright. Let's go travel back. Oh, I have a bone shard. So that should further increase my Estus flask, I think. So it should be a +2 now. And then we're going to go back to the cleansing chapel, and then we should have like 17 different pathways to pick from. So we'll be good. Yeah, this has been tough though. In terms of like where to go. I feel like I'm missing some things. Primarily the Drang helmet, and then I feel like I need to find a direct path to patches. I'm going to switch out the order of how I pulled those bridges, because maybe that actually has a play on it. Like you maybe have to do the one over by the knight first, and then where the giant, or opposite the giant sludge swamp. I think we should go this way. We're just going to save our souls for now. Let's see. We got that path. This is probably the way I was talking about initially. So let's go up here. Maybe this is the way aside. Maybe, yeah, maybe up and across. That's how we get over to patches. That's possible. Got shot right in the face. That's always good. Climb up this ladder again. Now you can't sprint up the ladders, I don't think. Maybe you can. I don't know. It seemed like it's the same pace to me, so maybe not. Let's just drop down here. Oh my gosh, I almost fell and died. That's okay. We are going to top off our health because I'm just a freak like that. These little dudes. Yeah, another thing is the stability of the shields in Dark Souls 2 was just so, like, limited. Nice. Nice. We're just gonna tank it. We're just gonna tank it. Now, we do have another friend over here, so maybe we'll be a little smarter this go around. Oh, I misjudged my attack. Oh, my weapon length there. The Uchigatana is so short. Nice. See if we can get a backstab to finish this guy off. He is getting quite annoying. Oh, nice. Okay, we got some oh gosh, some passageway in there. So we're gonna have to go and see what's out there. Let's go straight first, and then we'll see if there's any other diverging pathways we can check. What do we got over here? This little crazy guy. I'm taking so much damage here. No item for us here. No ambush either, so I'm not complaining. Let's go over here to the right and see if there's anything else. Again, we gotta look out for the ambushes. There's more like scaffolding or something over there. I'm not even sure what that is. No ambush yet. Surprised. Now this will surely be an ambush. I doubt you're the only one. So let's turn back around. Yep. We called it. Those thralls are definitely jerks. They're not nearly as jerky as all of the enemies in Dark Souls 2 that just want to punish you for grabbing an item, because they will do that. Oh. There are two pathways, so let's just double check and see if they all lead to the same place. I'm sure they do. Yo, that's pretty narrow there. That's probably the other pathway that side. Let's go ahead and kill these dudes. They're probably going to be a problem up here on the scaffolding. They are pretty thick, though. The beams, anyway, so. Let's go ahead and kill this guy over here, too. Just want to make sure that they don't become an issue. That guy's huge. Oh, gosh. Fighting up here on this narrow scaffolding is going to be a problem. Oh my gosh, not good. Not good at all. Wait. Oh, nice. They fell. Okay, so if I run in circles, when they're trying to pursue me, they just die. That's great. These guys are very strong, so I think it's well worth the effort to just aggro them and then make them fall. So let's try that. But we're going to sneak and grab this. We got the Blessed Gem. What's up, man? Huh. Missed me. Okay, we got to turn a lot, because the more we turn, the more mixed up he gets. And I think he'll probably try to attack us, right? Nice. He died too. I don't think there were any other items up there, so maybe we can go trick the other one. That was awesome. Good strategy. We got this dude. He has a tower shield. Hopefully he's... Oh, gosh. He's got a crossbow, too. Get rid of your crossbow. Same thing with this guy. We're going to go with zigzag as much as possible. I don't want him to crossbow me to death. Come on. Damn it. Okay, he's smart. He does have a shield, so he's already a little bit smarter. We got 550 souls for letting him drop to his death. Very nice. Now, I'm not sure if there's anything else over here that we can, like, benefit from. That looks like our friend. He's so annoying. Okay, how the hell? Maybe you have to drop down right here? Because I didn't see any pathways on this side, so if we drop down on this platform, hopefully I don't die. Nope, that just really hurt. And we were correct. This is how you get to the other side. Pull back? No. Never. Okay, very nice. Got hurt again. We're just taking all kinds of gravity damage this go around. Oh, crap. Patches, if you jump in, I will kill you. Okay. Now I can raise this up. Good gosh, you're such a jerk. I don't know how he lowered the platform from the other side, right? Magic stuff.
Huh? Yes, hello. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Oh, yeah?
I'm Patches. Unbreakable Patches.
I remember your bald
You seem to be
head.
unkindled. Do you have business with me?
You know who I am.
Oh, yes, of course. It's coming back to me now.
I can't
I'm
believe
so
him.
sorry.
The audacity.
That was my hand, as you know. But the deed, well, that was the armor's doing. Regrettable, truly. But behold, I'm stripped clean of that.
He said it's the armor. The armor that you stole from Sigurd, probably, you jerk.
All's well that ends well.
Now we need to find Sigurd.
Yes, we'll be fine. I can tell. It's that rotten curse. It is. The untidy mess.
Prostration, as per usual.
Yes. Now, it wasn't me. But you still deserve an apology. Just a little trinket. Go ahead. It's yours now.
Rusted coin, yeah.
You should know, I'm a kind of traveling merchant. If you're as unkindled as you look, you'll find plenty of good stuff.
Alright, let's see. Oh my gosh, he's selling it too. What a jerk. I need his arm. Oh no, okay. I don't know if we have enough souls. Okay, so I need to sell him some souls then. He probably has a terrible rate. Let's see if that's enough. Now he got his piercing shield too, which I don't know if that's even worth it. But of course he's got poison arrows because he's a cheeky little bastard. And then we got human pine resin, black fire bombs. Looks like he has an infinite amount of those, which is really cool. And then we have some luring skulls. I do want that shield, so damn you. How much was it? 3,000? You fool. Alright, so there's we got his stuff back. Maybe that's just a way for us to purchase it. Maybe he killed Sigurd, which is really sad, actually.
Thanks, good.
We'll talk with him again.
Can't resist it.
Okay.
Can't find any. Oh, you could.
Oh, you little jerk. Those things are disgusting. They look like giant, like, earthworm things. That is, ugh, gross. All right, let's come over here, and then, of course, we will circle back and defeat the boss at some point. We are going to summon Henri and Horace, because why not? I don't mind summoning NPCs. Another one, okay. How about we do this, since you're moving so slowly? While you're figuring it out. 3 hits if you don't firebomb them first. Gross, gross, gross. And there's one behind me. Nice. Nice. Oh, I was trying to just move around and circle, but unfortunately you do have to actually make an effort to dodge their strikes. Now we got this fool over here. Wait, he's not aggroing. No enemy ahead. Can I talk to him? If I can't talk to him, though, I can lock onto him, so that makes a difference. We get the red sign soapstone. Sorry, my friend, but the item was just worth it for me. Friendship ahead. Alright. door ahead. Okay, I almost missed that actually. I'm gonna come back over here, see if we can figure out what's behind this door. Looks like we've got another bonfire, which I'm not complaining about. Always do a quick scan just to make sure, but if there's a bonfire, typically not going to be any enemies nearby, so we should be fine. We don't really need to re-up. We should be fine there with our Estus flasks as well. Oh my gosh, we got the Helm of Thorns. We got the full set of thorns here. Oh yes. This is good. I wonder how heavy this stuff is, so not much. Oh my gosh, if I can fit this set, I am going to just... my teats are going to explode. I can't fit it because it is a little heavy, but 76 pounds. Look how amazing that looks. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. So good. Whoo! Alright, let's read about it. Let's see. Helm of Kirk, the notorious Knight of Thorns. A dense patch of thorns grows from its surface. A fitting item for the murderous Kirk, for even the simple act of rolling can damage enemies when wearing this attire. What an amazing armor set. I love it. We're going to stick with the mirror vest for now, though, because we can actually wear this entire set, and we got to look good, so... Visions of Princess. Okay. I can talk to her. Cool. Asked to join Covenant? Sure. Maybe we'll be able to speak with her. Rosaria's fingers. Excellent. That's Rosaria. I don't know if we can actually speak with her. She's just a Covenant leader, I guess. That's all she wrote. Okay, cool. Well, now we know where the Covenant leader is for the Fingers of Rosaria, or Rosaria's fingers, which are essentially the Dark Wraiths. That's pretty cool. Now, the only thing that I need to continue to actually find is, of course, in my head, I have notated the the Drang Helm, sorry, and then, I don't know. It's got to be something else. You jerk. Alright, let's go kill the boss. We are going to summon Horus and Henri of Astor because they are buddies. They did say that they would assist us, and it's possible that we need to use them to complete their quest line. Now, I'm not entirely sure of that. Why would this open exactly? I'm trying to figure out the purpose of this. I guess it's just a shortcut. I'm not sure if I understand it though. Oh my gosh, I almost fell down there. Let's go down the elevator. Actually, this won't take us down, will it? Let's just use a homeward bone because I'm getting a little mixed up anyway, so we're gonna go to the bonfire last rested. I did not rest at Rosaria, so hopefully that doesn't just waste my ability to just go back to there, because I'd hate to waste a homeward bone for nothing, but it's fine. Even so, we'll be able to travel back to the cleansing chapel, which is where I'm actually trying to go. But I'm hopeful that it'll take us there. Let's see. Well, any second now. This is not on PC, so you know. The load times can be a bit obnoxious. Cathedral of the Deep. Damn you. It did take me back there. What a waste. We're going to go to the cleansing chapel instead. And let's see. All right. More load screens. Gotta love it. We're in the Cathedral of the Deep now. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Hello? Hello? Anyone there?
Oh no, it's Sigurd. He's down the well. Oh my gosh.
I know that voice. Just how long has it been? It's me.
Oh my gosh. So Patch has literally knocked him down there. What a jerk. I kind of just went out here for no reason. I was like kind of just, because I was talking to my wife actually, and then I was like, oh. I wasn't paying attention. Throw the armor. Yes, you can have your armor. That is crazy.
My deepest gratitude. I, Siegfried of Katarina, salute you.
That is funny.
With my trusty suit of armor, I'll be out of here in a jiffy.
I have no clue how,
Till
but...
we meet again, comrade.
We got the rejoice gesture.
Until
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we just lucked up upon that. I was not paying attention. I was distracted and I just walking outside. And then I kept thinking, I need to get the Drang helmet. But whatever. That works out nicely for me. We saved Sigurd. I can't believe Patch has knocked him down the well. Like, what a jerk. We are now embered. So let's go ahead and go the correct pathway back to the boss. Now I got to remember exactly where it is. It should be like where the knight and stuff is at. So let's see if we can retrace our steps and go that direction. Let's see. There's that guy over there. Oh my gosh, over there. You, sir, are no fun at all. I never checked around this corner. Nothing. I am just so mad that I haven't found the Drang Helm yet. I'm going to keep saying that until I find it. Alright. We can go up these steps. Just need to avoid these little sludges. Unfortunately, I switched back to my Crystal Sage's Rapier, so we're going to be moving pretty slow here. Oh my gosh. The grub guy came this time. Go ahead and throw a firebomb at his face. He didn't seem to want to drop anything. That's fine. Alright, so now we can go back up. I do think this is the correct pathway. Let's see. Don't aggro, don't aggro, don't aggro. Horace and Henri. You guys are welcome to join. Bye, baby. Alright, we got Henri and Horace, the Hushed. Alright, once Henri shows up, maybe we do need to have them, you know, be present for the fight and win so that we can progress their quest line. That was a really big staple in the progression of quest lines for Dark Souls 2. Successful boss summons. You had to keep the Phantom alive, and if they won 3 battles, that was sufficient for them to, you know, move their quest forward. What the heck? A bunch of enemies over here. Now, oh, I was gonna say, there's nothing. Oh my gosh, I'm not even doing any damage to him. Hold on a tick. Oh, my face. Okay. I have to kill them to... No. I don't understand. Oh, there's one that's glowing. Let's get him. The backstabs are really good, actually. More over here, okay. Let's see, where did that little fireball go? It just fell right in the floor, very nice. Looking for the next person that it is invading. There you go, this big guy. So you just have to kill like that soul that's hopping around then, pretty much. There it is over there. Let's go kill him. The lone cleric, or a deacon, I suppose. Nice. This is a cool mechanic. So I bet they keep on coming, right? Like infinitely. Ouch, that hurt. It actually didn't hurt. It just knocked me back. Now that hurt. You guys are jerks. They don't deal a lot of damage, but they are pretty annoying. And I don't deal a lot of damage, it seems, either, so. Gotta go ahead and throw some fire bombs into these guys. Let them know we're serious. Alright, circle around. Let's kill this dude for the 15th time. There you go, that took forever. Still not dead, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and flask up. I have no clue where they're both at, but I'm just going to try and do as much damage as I can to the enemies that are possessed. I'm going to do a lunging attack there. Some strikes here to finish them off. Oh, and they all died at once simultaneously. That was actually pretty tough. It was just really confusing. We got Small Doll and Soul of the Deacons of the Deep. Henri is still going crazy. Alright, so let's take a look at the items that we got really quickly. There's a doll. Probably a key item. A silverwork doll depicting a young squire. In the legend of the old city of Irithyll, situated in the Boreal Valley, the Pontiff Sullivan gave this doll to valued subjects so that they might use it to cross the barrier when they return home. Listen carefully and you can hear it say, "Wherever you go, the moon still sets in Irithyll. Wherever you may be, Irithyll is your home." Now we can also check the boss soul. This blue soul here. The soul, or the color of souls, was incredibly important in Dark Souls 2. It's really interesting that in Dark Souls 3 you can see like a giant mass of various souls coming into one. So it's really cool. A soul of the Deacons of the Deep, one of the twisted souls, steeped in strength, used to acquire many souls or transposed to extract its true strength. After Aldrich left for the Boreal Valley, Archdeacon Royce remained in the cathedral with the high priest to keep eternal watch over their master's coffin. So this is clearly Aldrich's coffin, which is terrifying because it's huge. It is massive. We got a bunch of, I think they're just statues behind here. I thought they were prisoners, but they just seem to be statues, so nothing crazy there. Just kind of keep searching around. This is just a boss arena, so as per usual, it's just big and empty after the fight. Let's see if this is an illusory wall. Maybe not. It definitely looked like one, so I'm not mad at the guy. Okay, so now we can go ahead and return. Technically, we could homeward bone back, but there's really no need. We can just walk back to the bonfire. Maybe, just maybe, we'll find our Drang Helm, but I doubt it. I will research and see where to find it. That way we can locate it for the stream, and I'll be able to show you guys. And, of course, we can get it. Oh, there's the bonfire. Look at that. Would you look at that? So now we have this bonfire here. Perfect. We can travel to Firelink Shrine, do some leveling, and some basic stuff there, and then we'll be ready to go. I think it's going to be to our benefit to possibly increase our equipment loadout. Again, our armor looks great, but I do want a little bit more poise if possible. So if we can possibly equip that Fallen Knight armor, or even of course the Thorn Knight, which I would really love to wear Kirk's armor, but I think you guys have seen that before in a challenge run, so we'll probably just wear something different. Like that Fallen Knight armor looks amazing. So let's see if we can increase our equip load just a bit. I don't know where she moves around everywhere. It's so annoying. Who the heck is that? It's Henri.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on
Yeah, you just helped me with the fight.
Henri of Astora. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty.
Yep, it sure was.
The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irothil in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron.
So now we do need to go to Farron Keep.
And so becomes our destination.
Me too.
Aldrich's honest home. A pilgrim told me, and so
And this guy probably won't say anything. Very nice. Thank you for the help anyways, you silent weirdo. Now, the only thing we need to do is actually come up here and see what Ludlith can transpose for us now that we have a new soul to play with. Ludlith, where's your little body? There he is.
Aha, that's all.
Let's see what you can transpose for me. You have just some pretty much sorcery. Seems to have to do something with dark. Soul of the Deacons of the Deep. This is a pretty much, oh wow, it requires faith too. It's a little bit of everything. The Cleric's Candlestick. That's a cool looking weapon though. The deacons, under the guidance of the Archdeacon MacDonald, became both clergymen and sorcerers. Lovely. Fire Dark Soul Dregs. Sorcery of Archdeacon Royce and his deacons, said to have been imparted to them by MacDonald of the Boreal Valley. Souls which swell from the deep, pursue their target, drawn towards life. Reading. Alright, very cool. Okay, so nothing that I'll be using necessarily, but in the event that there is a purpose for those weapons, I'll be sure to use it or find it. Now we need to talk to our girl, the Firekeeper. She can level us up here. I'm going to try and increase my, my equipment burden, which would be the Vitality. Very nice.
May the flames guide.
Now let's see. 55 weight. Yeah, we still have a ways to go before we can just kind of wear whatever we wish. We can go ahead and clean up our item box just a bit, and then at some point, once we lose our Ember, the next time we die in the next stream, we will be employing the use of Yol's ability to draw out our true strength. Let's see. Don't really need that. Don't need the long sword. The Barb Straight Sword, very cool. Very cool little addition. Thrall Axe, we have plenty of those. Great Mace, Saint Bident, and the Notched Whip. We don't need that. We can get rid of these shields as well. Really, really solid shields. Herald set, we can put that away. The Drang armor does look pretty cool. It's actually lighter than what we had on, which is crazy. So we'll drop this. We'll keep this for now as well. The Evangelist, that's heavy. The Deacon Robe. Let's see what that Drang armor is all about. Alright, let's check it out real quick. See how fashion souls it is for us. Let's see here. We'll keep this mask. Oh, whoops. So it's better in several ways. They're kind of hit or miss in some of the protection and stuff. Now the Mirror Vest is actually better all around on the it's a little heavier, but all around on the physical damage absorption and resistances, so that is interesting. I do like the look. The cape is fantastic too. But yeah, ooh, that does look nice. Let's see. That's cool. Good to know, right? Good to know. Now we'll go ahead and equip our mirror stuff again because we just like to keep it classy, keep it matching, and so forth. The one thing I am working towards is, of course, the Fallen Knight set. That's going to be really good once we actually have the ability to wear it. So let's get rid of our Drang stuff for now. Maybe they don't have a helmet. I'd be really shocked if they didn't, though. Alright, so that's all that. Oh, this dude's still gonna talk about Fair and Keep. I'm sure of it. See if there's anything else we can purchase. For now, we only have 2,300 souls, so not a ton. She sells unlimited amounts of undead and dual charms, which is really good for us. Let me see. Anything more that I could use? I guess we could buy a ton of arrows. We haven't really been using any, though. We still have 100, so no. Maybe I can level up my Uchigatana to the infuse it with our sharp gem here. So 140 plus 75. That'd be slightly better. I mean, for sure. We'll go with sharp. So now we're doing at least 200 plus damage. It's still a sharp plus 3, so it keeps the infusion. That's really cool.
Be careful.
I will. Now maybe we can buy some more fire bombs, because those seem to be incredibly helpful. Purchase. Very nice.
Goodbye.
I haven't found any sorceries yet, so I can only imagine our Orbeck of Vinheim's going to start getting pissed, but it's fine. For now, I think we've done an excellent job of at least clearing out the remainder of the Crucifixion, or the Roads of Crucifixion, Crucifixion Woods, or the Road of Sacrifices, and also we explored the Cathedral of the Deep and defeated the boss, which was a series of deacons. Now we've got a doll that told us that we need to go to, I guess, Irithyll, which is where we'll probably be heading next, but first we need to go to Farron's Keep. So through Farron's Keep, we'll be able to hopefully find passage to Irithyll and defeat Aldrich. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. I really appreciate you guys joining in, staying tuned, and enjoying the show. I will be streaming again for sure tomorrow morning from 8 to however long I can go. And but I might try and fit in another stream this afternoon. I don't have very much to do in terms of the YouTube content, so I might fit in another stream this evening at 8 p.m. So if you guys are willing to join in, I'll be here. And as always, you guys are welcome. Until next time, it's the Inhuman one signing out.